Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Okay, hold on. Let me read what Code just said here in the Drop Frames chat.
Yep.
Let me figure this out. Zeke, Phil for a second.
Okay. Oh, you're not going to read it out loud then? Okay. I guess I'll fill for a second. All right. What do we got with news today? It looks like Rockstar has been sold to the moon. The Moonanites.
Again?
The Moonanites have purchased Rockstar Games, and they are going to be producing GTA 7. Moon is the running title as far as we know.
Oh.
And that's going to be just rife for some role-playing. I can't wait to see the Moon role-play.
Will they be spanked with moon rocks?
You can only... Yes, that's the only conclusion you can come to. Is of course they will be spanked with moon rocks.
Agreed. I think their fathers own dealerships, so it does.
I do have a question though. Like, how does one spank one with a moon rock? Do you hold it in your hand and like crush it on their buttocks, or do you throw it at their buttocks?
I believe it's more of using it as a paddle.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'd have to get a moon rock that has like a handle.
Good curve to it.
JP, what are you doing?
I've done it. It's worked out.
Sorry.
Stop poking the cat.
I was playing with the cat. Sorry, I got distracted. It happens. Thank you for filling in. I read what typed me, and to be honest, I have no idea what the fuck he's on about. So
I was just putting random words together, so I'm surprised it came out cogently.
No, it sounded like you sent me an AI summary of what you were trying to say, and the AI was like, I don't fucking know.
I said, Claude, Opus, explain this joke, please.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That was its reply.
Absolutely. Hi, hello. It's the middle of August, the calm before the storm in a lot of ways, as video games are going to start coming out. Probably, I guess,
Already.
on Thursday. Yeah, if you're paying attention for War Dogs to be the start, they've got that closed beta starting on the Thursday, this coming Thursday. Or maybe it's Friday. Maybe it's Friday, actually. The 21st. That'll happen over the course of the weekend.
Have they announced if the stuff from that is going to go over to live?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to carry over.
Very curious about that.
I would doubt.
Is this a beta or is this a soft release?
It's probably a beta for them to test servers. Though I would think, being how vocal they are about that stuff, about everything really, and transparent, that they'll probably put out that information at some point somewhere. But and they might have already done it. I just haven't played or paid super close attention to their socials. And it was also kind of funny. We did this show last week, and I talked for about probably an hour, maybe an hour and change. And then 48 hours later, they're like, oh yeah, you could just show all the footage now. You can just take over the internet with the footage. So I thought that was pretty funny. But that's all out there if you guys want to see it. Did you get some hours in with the old War Dogs?
I did. I got a few
it.
hours in with War Dogs that day, actually. And my first couple sessions were pretty rough.
Yeah?
Because I just logged in. I wasn't talking to people. I didn't join a squad. I just kind of like slowly made my way to the front lines, ran around not really knowing where people were coming from, and then got shot and killed. And I was like, well, that was a great 8 minutes of my life. And then when I respawned, I was like, okay, let me kind of play this as I would plan it side, is what I told myself. So I immediately opened the squad menu and I was like, let me see an open squad. Oh, there's one. Join that squad. Instantly, they're talking about loading up on their helicopter. And I was like, oh, there he is. Like, why not go to the helicopter? Flying over. One of the guys is like, are you the Twitch streamer? So it just became this whole thing. Then the guy and the guy that was running it, me and him end up just like, the rest of the squad kind of lands. There's like 8 of us. They all kind of go out. And then me and this other guy are just running around. He starts asking me if I like the game and stuff. And then he dies, I revive him. I die, he revives me. We have this epic, like, take out 2 sniper nests time. And
wait. Hold on.
Well,
don't forget the part where you're like, you had the paddles and you were going to revive him. And you're like, you going to wish list Emberville? You going to wish list? Okay, I have your word.
It was sub to the channel, but you were close. It was, come on, I'm looking at the log. Like, just let me know when you've done it. No, it was, and it was great. It was a lot of fun, but that showed me when I was done. I firmly believe that when I played Arc Raiders, it was something new and exciting that there was not another offering for available.
Mm.
And I get that same vibe with War Dogs. I finished my 2-hour War Dogs and I was like, there is not another game I can play right now that's going to give me this experience. And I really, really enjoyed that experience. I loved having like at one point we got into a grand scale. You could see like an enemy squad coming down the hill. The other guys were firing at him from this way. My people were frantically trying to make, it was a very PlanetSide moment. It reminded me of invading bases and PlanetSides when there were defenders there and you knew there was going to be a giant fight. And like, I loved those times. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty damn excited for this game, man. I think it's gonna generate some really cool moments. I'm very interested to see how they're gonna do like large scale squatting. Like, am I gonna be able to tell chat like jump in this server?
There's
this
no
side, you
there's
know,
no
like am I
limit
gonna
to
be able to
squad
play
size.
with like, yeah, like that would be there's a lot of crazy situations
Yeah.
that I can see coming from this. But yeah, the game played well. The guns felt good. I really liked how the whole game felt connected like a spider web in terms of progression. Like you do one thing here and just 3 minutes later, you'll see experience pop up because that thing you did, someone else either picked it up or did something with it, or the guy that you helped did something good. And it's just like very collaborative, a real sense of kind of you're actually part of a team. You're not just a dude running around by yourself once you get squatted up. And I think, and actually I went to the Discord afterwards and I was talking to one of the devs there and he was like, you know, what was your main takeaway? And I said, you need to tell new players you got a squad. Like
Yeah,
make it
'cause it
part
doesn't
of
put
like
you in
have
one.
to, yeah, if it does not put you in a squad, and I actually didn't know about squads until I was just kind of poking around and found them. Because I was like, what would I do if I was in PlanetSide? Well, let me see if I can find a squad somewhere. And so that is my biggest piece of advice is they need to be a little bit better at connecting new players into the social aspect, because that's where the game shines. That's where the game is really is something special.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everything else was great, man. I loved it.
It was
When
really
you say
go ahead.
when you say squat up, like, is there like what's the limit, the number of
There is
in
none.
the squad?
Doesn't
There is
seem to
none,
be.
so you can
Like,
squat
from-
up with however many. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
however
I
many.
mean, there was at one point a
Okay.
squad on my team that had like 15 people and it was locked. So they apparently, like, I'm guessing it was a bunch of guys that knew each other or something. But yeah, I mean, there was big squads. A lot of people, you could tell when people were working together. Like sometimes you just see like an amoeba like move
Yeah.
through an area
Yeah.
and it's like, oh shit, like they're doing stuff.
They're in
playing cards.
formation.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Is that a flying V?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
But a lot of fun. Yeah, I can't wait to play it. I'm looking forward to it.
It will be a good time.
I will say if it's not saving in early access, I might wait. There are so many other games coming out. Like,
This
I don't
week?
know. Dude, Sinking City 2 comes out on Tuesday. That's one I'm super excited for. And then Mortal Shell 2 comes out on the 20th. Thursday.
People have been
Like,
getting excited about
Oh my
Mortal
god,
Shell.
dude. Like these games are awesome. And I'm
What?
also playing 3 other games right now. So I got plenty to do.
Let's just take a hard turn. Why should I be excited about Mortal Shell 2? Because everyone's saying like you should really, the game's gonna be awesome, blah, the demo is great. I played
Did you play
Mortal
the first
Shell
one?
1 and I thought it was kind of bad, admittedly. I was not a fan of the first
Oh.
one.
I
It
would
was
say in
not
that
for
case-
me, let's say.
Yeah. In that case, I would say you probably don't have a huge amount to get hyped for the second one. I really enjoyed the first one. I liked the kind of offensive hardening mechanic. I thought that was really cool. And I kind of like laid into that. But no, I would say it's the next step for the studio. There's a lot of improvements in Mortal Shell 2 from the looks of it. You know, a studio finding its voice kind of thing.
Yeah.
But if you weren't a fan of the first one, I haven't heard anything that would make you really want to play the second one.
Okay.
I've heard it's more, if you liked Mortal Shell, it's more of that and better. So if you weren't a fan of the Foundation, I don't think it's gonna,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Chat, is there a demo?
I kind of feel the same way about Lord of the Fallen 2, which is coming out soon. It's
Yeah.
very similar as well.
Yeah. Was there a demo for Mortal Shell to jump into? I also think there's early access to where you can play tomorrow if you buy into the early access for it. So maybe I'll just do that and check it out, see how it is, see what I think. But yeah, everyone's been asking if I'm going to play
the early
that.
access is tomorrow?
Yeah, the 17th I think is
Jesus.
I don't know if they're calling it early access or if it's got a special term to it.
I guess I have to play that tomorrow.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be on your
Jeez.
radar.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm all in on the Dogs of War though. Advanced access according to chat is what they're calling it.
I hate that so much. I hate that that's a thing.
Yeah. Well, they got to make their money, I guess.
Oh.
It was really cool though. Once the embargo was dropped, it's one thing when you're kind of like in a bubble and you're just like, I think this game's really good. And you tell people like, yeah, guys, this game's really good. There's a little bit of fear like, gosh, I hope it's actually a good game. Like, I hope I'm not just sucking my own farts here for a second. And then like everything comes out on Tuesday and they're like, this game is good. Get this. And then they pass like 1 million wish list or something, I think, on Steam once all that news broke. And everyone had a YouTube video on it. So there was much jubilation on my end to be like, people are enjoying this game. I'm great. This is great. I'm going to watch all these videos now. There's like Jack Frags, I would say, has a really good video where he slowly goes around and kind of explains everything in a much more concise, better form than I did last week. So if you're one to check it out or you're wary of checking it out, go watch a lot of that footage. People have tons of footage from the closed beta that Co and I were in this past weekend. So that'll be on Friday when that beta goes out. The only way to get into it is to pre-order War Dogs, which comes out, they announced on September 10th, which is crazy that it's in the middle of September. It's awesome, I guess, for people that have funds to play video games because there's a game coming out like every 4 days in September that's massive. But it shows a little bit of confidence. I also, did you happen to watch or see their video that they pushed with this big embargo on the 10th coming
10
up?
reasons not to play War Dogs?
Yeah. It was kind of, they know, whoever their marketing and community persons are, they kind of know what they're doing. I saw like Bex, formerly of Path of Exile, and now at, is it Archeron, I think is the name of the game where she's working at as comm manager. She was out there praising them for the video and saying like how smart it is, because it essentially takes 10 reasons that everyone's going to say on the internet of why you shouldn't play, and straight up says like, yeah, don't buy it. Don't, or buy it and refund it. Play it for 1 hour and 59 minutes and refund it on Steam. They were very, very clear with that, which was fun to see. I think in the past I was worried about their kind of attitude, I suppose, towards everything. And now after seeing that and interacting with them in Discord, it seems like they're kind of on top of stuff. They know how to market things and how to handle themselves in a public space. So hope that keeps up. Hopefully that keeps up. That is War Dogs, though. Handful of news this week. Then we can get in. All three of us have actually been playing a whole smattering of games out there this past week. So we got some games to talk about. I guess the biggest Twitch-related news, streamer-related news this past week was the whole Twitch Amazon AI thing, where it's training on our content. This came out, it was the 12th, 4 days ago. That was on Wednesday. It all started from a tweet from our old friend, Zach Busey, or Busey, but he takes both of them now.
You gotta learn how to pronounce that, dude.
Yeah, he's answered it before, and he says I'm fine with whatever. So okay. I'll just keep goofing around with it. Twitch now by default is using your channel, pointing to streamers with that to train generative AI by default. You can opt out of the training, which I think all three of us have. I know a whole bunch of folk are. And are even going a little bit further in terms of just like, yep, I'm done with Twitch. I'm going to somewhere else. I don't know where that else is, because YouTube does this as well, and I don't think they allow you to opt out, but I'm not 100% certain on those rules. The reason that I think this kind of sparked a massive deal was the news went out, people were upset, and then Mike Minton, the COO of Twitch, and Mary Kish, the community manager of Twitch, did a episode of Patch Notes on, was it Wednesday or maybe that was Thursday? It's a live stream show where they kind of answer questions from the community and from chat. And Mike was asked, well, why is it opt out instead of opt in? And his response, reading from Yahoo, everyone's favorite search engine, their tech website, said, well, there's an honest answer. And I think most of you can probably appreciate this. If it was opt in, nobody would opt in. That's honestly the answer. So it's going to be on by default. A lot of people were upset upon hearing that. I don't know how, I mean, he's right.
Yeah.
Go, you're muted.
In a situation like that, though, it's just kind of like at that point, why are you even say anything publicly? Like that doesn't make people feel better. Doesn't help the situation. Sure, it's honest, but I mean, it's the worst thing you could say. I mean, literally, it's like, yeah, this sucks, but we're just going to do it anyway, and you're going to have to deal with it, and that's why it's on by default, because we know you're not going to do it anyway, so we're just going to hope that you don't notice. And it's like, why do you think they're doing this? They're doing this because, I mean, Twitch has been at war with its creators for years now. I mean, they're doing everything in their power to centralize their hype across the smallest group and amount of people. And as soon as they get a working streamer they can make that is an AI, they're probably going to put it right on the front page. They're probably going to have their own neurosama, and they're going to promote the hell out of it. And they're going to be using all the data that they're harvesting right now from streamers. And then all of a sudden we're going to see a fleet of Amazon AI streamers. And because it's Twitch, they're just going to be the ones that are on the front page.
True.
I mean, that's where we're going. So, and then Mike will be on another show being like, hi, I mean, y'all knew this was coming. Sucks, doesn't it? Anyway, any more questions?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just like, yeah, it's honest, but dude, how about let's talk about a little, like, let's not do this. Oh my God. It's just,
I mean, here's the thing we could do if we were all like, in hive minding and cooperating and stuff, is like take channels like mine and the worst streamers with the worst language and the most controversial takes and all that shit, and just have them turn it on and then see what they crank out.
Oh, and how long you last with that, right?
Yeah, try to dupe the AI.
Yeah.
Funny enough, that would probably get you a lot more views, which would flag all the right things in the AI, and then all of a sudden you've got like, a Hail Hitler Amazon guy on the front page. It's just like, oh, great.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's one of the first things that happens when they release AIs in public, is they become horribly racist.
Yeah.
Like that's just a trend. Oh yeah.
That is not true.
They always have to shut it down.
remember when they had Darth Vader? Nothing bad happened to Darth Vader in Fortnite. Like nothing.
That's right. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
That's
It
right.
was just him
That's
being
a good point.
It was just him being Goku for Max.
Grok, is that true? Oh, sorry. Thank you for that, Serene.
I took something else from that stream, and a lot of it's weird because we know, for most people this is their first introduction to Mike. Not a great first impression of him.
Yeah.
Of him. But like, I know Mary very well. Most of us know Mary very well here. She was at my wedding.
She turned off the AI thing on the Twitch page.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. And we've had Mike on the show as well multiple times. And like, I look at her body language here as Mike is talking. She obviously looks very like stressed out by this. Here's her thumbs up when Mike basically says like, you can go and opt out. She gives a thumbs up like someone's watching almost. And she wants you to read between the lines. And then when Mike says the like big statement of like, well, yeah, if it was opt out, if it was opt in, then no one would turn it on. And like right at that point, when he says it, she closes her eyes. And like, I'm reading that and looking at that, and I'm like, Amazon put these two out here. And honestly, you know who should have been out here? Fucking Dan Clancy. He should have been the one delivering this news.
Making Mary
the high,
be the
no,
face
but
of this.
the high priest doesn't sacrifice themselves.
That's true.
Like,
Dude,
come
Twitch is so lucky to have Mary.
Yeah.
You can tell that like this is a woman who is holding on for dear life. I mean, look at the picture right now. That is the "I'm tired, boss" meme.
Yeah.
Like right there.
I mean,
just like I'm so like I just wanna
like look
I
how
just
long
want
the eyes
this
are
to be
shut.
good. And I really feel like she does. I feel like I've talked to Mary many times, and she always comes from a place where it's like she's trying to do her best, working inside this ridiculous machine that she has little control over.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is a perfect example. But I will say it's horribly messed up that they put her in the front of this. And
I think both of them, really. I mean, I think Mike was trying, honestly, I take his response of what he said as like almost trying to save face instead of like just being, you know, the brutally honest, whatever you want to pin to that. But at the end of the day, I'll double, triple down, like Clancy should have been front and center on this 100%, because there's no way that this was a Twitch-led directive. This 1 billion% came from Amazon without question.
Oh, yeah.
And it was an Amazon saying
have
like,
one of the last
you will turn this
bastions
on.
of Twitch's soul, of its old like communal soul, to have them be the one that they're putting in the front to announce this stuff is just, it's heartbreaking in a lot of ways. It's like it's like seeing your you know, heroes from your youth become corrupted. It's very
I saw something on Twitter. I'm paraphrasing here, but someone said that something to that effect, like they just put Mary out there like a sacrificial lamb. And DJ Wheat commented, I was like, tell me about it.
Dude, somebody said, somebody
because I remember when Wheat was the face, dude, and he was just getting like questions that he had nothing to do with.
Yeah. You remember some of his stories about the meetings that they had before he left?
Yeah.
Like where he had to just walk out because like no one would be listening to him. But somebody in my chat, Arthur, just said that it was like watching a public execution. I mean, it has a similar vibes, right? It's just like nothing is good about this. This is terrible. No one wins. Like it's yeah. Oof.
Yeah, it was not a great day for Twitch. And the funny, I don't know what the word is. That's just a word I threw in there. The funny part about it was the next day Amazon stock actually dropped. And a lot of people are crediting this whole like Twitch thing because it went pretty viral. Wow. Like Yahoo, every like major website, ABC was doing a report. There was a bunch of stuff that were talking about this being like a rather big thing. So who knows if it was actually that? I have no idea what also was happening in the market. There might have been a billion other things that were controlling that stock, only that it was like a very small drop in that. But at the end of the day, it pissed off a lot of people. I don't know about you guys, but I actually saw a pretty considerable amount of sub drops on that day. People that were just like kind of done with the site at that point. That was the last straw. And more power to you. You know, that's the best way to show a company like Amazon/Twitch how you feel about it.
I am getting more and more people asking me like, how can we support you that has nothing to do with Twitch? Like, I get that. Like people do not want to give Twitch money. It just doesn't make them feel good. And it's hard to argue with them.
Yeah. It also sparked the conversation, at least on social media. I saw you and Sir Scoots going back and forth in terms of like, well, what's the alternative, right? People are like, oh yeah, let's just spin up a new website.
I was kind of going back back and forth with Scoots because I feel like we're both right. So Scoots is saying, and Sir Scoots, for those who don't know, is a longtime esports commentator. He's very much in the community. He's very knowledgeable. He follows all of this religiously. He runs a PR company, I think, still.
Some of that's true.
And, right?
You kind of got it correct.
Me, please.
He used to work at esports on the industry side. He was part of Evil Geniuses and all that stuff. He wasn't a commentator, and now he runs a production company out of Phoenix called,
Thank you.
I forget the name off the top of my head. He's going to kill me.
Don't Peek or something?
Yeah, Don't Peek. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I talk with Scoots all the time on Twitter. He's great. And
he's great.
Font of knowledge about the industry. And somebody had put a tweet up saying that there needs to be a new platform. We need a better Twitch. Like someone needs to do this. And Scoots basically said, you don't know what you're talking about. This has been tried before. It's not going to work. It's not the platform that's the problem. Right? Alluded to that. And I responded to him and I was like, no, like I disagree. I think a new platform would be great. I think there's people that really don't like Twitch and would want to make a home somewhere else. And that kind of, a little bit of a back and forth. But the thing is he responded basically saying that the same template wouldn't work again. Just look at Mixer, look at Facebook, look at YouTube. And I agree with him on that completely. I think there needs to be a new platform, but no, it can't just be a copy paste of Twitch. It has to be something different. There's all sorts of way better ways to have advertisers interact with platforms that don't involve ads during the live show. So many avenues that could be explored that would be viable for that and still have a good streaming platform. And it's like, there's lots of different ways to do it. But the idea that like, we just kind of have to accept that Twitch will always be here and that that's our home, I completely, fundamentally, viscerally disagree with that. It's at this point, I think for most people, it's a contractor company relationship. I mean, I think a lot of us used to bleed purple. We were all part of the community. We were all in this together. And these days it's not that at all. It is Amazon is the vendor. We are the contractors. We have contracts signed. So we do our personal show on their service and that's it. Like, period. End of story. There's no communal feeling. There is no bleed purple. That is all evaporated. So the point that I was making is there absolutely could be a streaming site that brings that back. There absolutely could be a streaming site run by people that care about the content on the platform, want to make it probably more gaming or nerd culture centric. That could exist, it would be successful, and it would work. But getting it going is, the difficult part.
Yeah.
But there's no question. I feel there's a palpable, visceral need by hundreds of thousands to millions of people that would use a site like that. And these days, you wouldn't even need to make people exclusive. I mean, you just have to spin a site up like that and have people co-stream to it, right?
Right.
So it's like, it's a completely different environment than where a lot of these big sites failed. Also, I think there's a lot more people these days that have the knowledge to run something like that properly. Because you look at Mixer and Facebook and YouTube, and they all have very good reasons they failed. If you go through the post-mortem, like trying to buy all the big streamers and not worrying about the midline, tech not catching up, all sorts of very good reasons they didn't succeed. That can be learned from for a successful platform. But we'll see. Hopefully someone with time and money and vision will step up and do it. Yeah,
because a lot of money and a lot of patience, I think, as well, because it's not going to be an overnight success.
It would take if somebody wanted to do that now, it'd probably be a couple of years before it's even announced.
Yeah, I mean, look at Kick, right? Like they've invested so much money and they've seen growth, but it still pales in comparison to the size of something like Twitch. Because at the same time, anytime that they blow up by proxy, those views also bleed off on Twitch. So it's a lot of money involved.
Kick
there.
is actually way ahead of Twitch now in a lot of demographics, including around the world. Kick is now far more active than Twitch.
I mean, I know as a global, the number's not anywhere close, but maybe in demographics.
If you follow, I think it's Stream Hatchet or Stream. One of the guys, they post synopsises every month of how all the different platforms are doing. And Kick is gaining serious ground internationally and in a lot of markets that Twitch is barely in at all. And in some cases, they're getting like real good numbers there. So yeah,
cool. Well, competition's always a good thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say more competition, man. More competition. The more competition Twitch has, the less dumb decisions they are able to make.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
Maybe not the dumbest thing, by the way, in terms of AI this week. We have two other stories. A former Saber Interactive.
Oh my God.
The people who made...
I seriously thought this was some kind of Onion story when I read it the first time.
Yeah. Well,
my God.
Let me get to it. Saber Interactive, what was the game that they make? I mean, they put out a ton of stuff. They're also making the Coder remake, which a lot of people know about. But
Saber Interactive recently released a game called Busbound.
Yeah.
And the name of the city in Busbound is Emberville.
That's right. I played that. Yeah, I did play that. Yeah, Space Marine 2 is a big one. They're also working on Space Marine 3.
Yeah.
So very, very well-known games. Now, Now, there was a game by the name of Rideshare Stimulator, I think is the name of the game. It's a game. It's kind of a satirical thing. It's got a bunch of pokes and digs at Randy Pitchford, and all this different stuff. Anyways, a former lead writer came out and claimed that she was replaced by ChatGPT during the development of the ride-sharing game, in favor of I think AI writing tools just like taken her place completely. I don't know like who else was on the writing team. I do want to find her name. It's a shame that it's like buried in this freaking article. Stella Sacco, S-A-C-C-O, who claimed on Blue Sky that she had been replaced in favor of AI writing tools. So that came out, and the story didn't have that much traction. Like, people were talking about it. It was like it wasn't a big thing until the Saber CEO came out and gave his statement on it. And this is word for word his
I was going to say, please read it word for word.
None of this is my own words being added in. This is the CEO, Matt Karch, or Karch, K-A-R-C-H. Starts out, it just says, Stella who? ? I had to ask Claude because I have never spoken to her or seen her. Claude, by the way, is an AI tool for those that are unaware. Going back to it. We have already said we are using AI for certain parts of the game and will update the Steam page once we have finalized the feature set. Let me clarify that the entire story script, were it to win an award, would go to someone who can walk up on stage and receive it. It was always our intention to reveal this until Stella violated her confidentiality clause and revealed this before we were ready. We look at our use of AI in this particular game, which will be a lower price title, as a plus for consumers. As far as Stella is concerned, she was replaced by someone more talented and terminated for a variety of reasons a few months later. From what I can gather, she enjoys controversy even more than I do. I would frankly, in retrospect, have been happy to replace her with AI. At least we would be dealing with someone programmed to be honest.
God damn,
now one big thing. This
Holy
is like the glaring thing. Now, first of all, it sounds like somebody wrote that right after they hit the pile in Raging Bull, and then just started slamming their hands on their computer, like, "Oh, they're gonna love this. I'm gonna own this fool." But the thing that we have to really point out here is he starts this with an AI joke, claiming he doesn't know her, and then one paragraph later goes on to say that she was fired for a variety of reasons and goes against her character saying AI would be better than her. And just that alone is like, how up were you when you wrote this? What were you on? Like, this should have never made it off a desk, let alone a send button hit. Did you do this by accident? Like, this is one of the most, and again, it's mind-blowingly horrible.
Yeah.
It's just like, what? And then to think this happened over the main story of Rideshare Simulator?
Stimulator, by the way.
Stimulator, yeah.
Which is a stupid name.
Maybe that was a typo. That might have actually been a typo. I think it is Rideshare Simulator. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm looking at the Steam page.
Oh, really?
Right now. Stimulator.
Gotcha. Then they got it wrong on GameIndustry.biz because it says Rideshare Simulator. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rideshare, and the stimulators in quotes. Rideshare Stimulator in quotes.
Jesus.
Anyway.
On Steam. It reminds me of like those I was waiting for tell me there's a retraction tweet that was like, Ambien, man, it's a hell of a thing. Just makes me I just tweet out shit and I don't even think about it. I was half asleep. I had a glass of wine and some Ambien. It's terrible. Because that shit is fucking awful. It makes me think he did know her and they were in a relationship for 6 months.
Yeah, dude.
And it was bad. It ended badly.
It felt personal. Like, to attack her at the beginning, saying she's a nobody, I don't even know who she is. but then go after her
Yeah.
character specifically, like that. That's messed up, man. Like I can't. It's not proper behavior. I don't know what else to say. I feel like that's the kind of thing that I would yell at my kids for. You know, just like, what are you? How do you think this is okay to do in public? What are you doing? It's despicable behavior, despicable CEO behavior, man.
Yeah. Looks like
terrible.
there was some conclusion to this. A little bit of back and forth. She
Somebody
went
said
on.
she was. Hold on. I just want to make this clear. People in the chat are saying maybe she sucked, maybe she was hated by the whole. None of that matters. She
Yeah,
could have been
that's
the
all.
worst person in the freaking world. Like, you still don't treat an employee like that at a public company.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. It doesn't matter. She could be the biggest loser, asshole, terrible person in the world. Does not matter. You don't sink to that level as a CEO in a public statement against her.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
She responded.
Well, and there's
posted a statement.
Professionalism.
It went out the window. That's for sure.
It's just gone, man.
I'll get her statement out here in response to that. I'll read it in full. I've seen a statement by Match Kark, the CEO of Saber Entertainment, and all of the truly horrendous thing he said about me. I think it should be obvious to anyone who reads that statement that he's lashing out because I did not want people to know that there was AI use in the game. Everything I said was true. Here's more truth. The statement is remarkably pathetic for a CEO of any company to be making, and combined with the AI use, it will do far more damage to Saber's reputation than it ever could mine. This screed will be many people's first exposure to the Saber brand. I appreciate everyone's support, but people who know me know I'm a person of principle, and one of those principles is don't let the bastards get away with it. I'm comfortable with what I said, and everyone got to see what kind of man is running Saber. I mean, she's right in that regard, without question. Like, his words will do much more damage than she ever could to the company. I think he's since then come out and formally apologized.
Did he?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I didn't get that. Did he?
Read here.
Someone got yelled at by HR. Yeah. Rightfully so, man.
I don't.
Oh, he did. Chad is saying he asked Claude for an apology and delivered. Okay. Yeah, makes that.
He asked Claude for. Well, I think that was a facetious comment. But I'm trying to see where this thing actually came out.
I don't know. Yeah, Chad, do we have a link?
Yeah, it says in this article, it's confirming what Chat's saying, but then they just don't post it.
Yeah, according to Sacco shared a post on Blue Sky. Oh wait, never mind. Oh wait, yeah, saying he messaged Kark, or excuse me, has been messaged by Kark, and he apologized unreservedly for the way he spoke about me in the press. That's from Sacco.
Oh, okay. So it was a personal apology. Yeah. His Eurogamer.net has a better summary of it.
So he berated her publicly, but then apologized privately?
Yeah, she went on.
And I am not kidding you. That is the plot of a fucking South Park episode.
It really
Wendy
is,
Testerberger and I'm not kidding, Eric Cartman. He was like, yeah, Wendy, bitch, what do you want? What do you want? I'm really sorry, Wendy.
I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry about this.
It's that exact goddamn episode.
Jesus. Yeah,
she puts a Blue Sky tweet up and she's like, yeah, he sent me a picture of himself and he's going, we're sorry. I'm so sorry.
Eurogamer.net writes, Sacco shared the news in a statement to Eurogamer and posted on their Blue Sky account saying, quote, to her great surprise, she had, quote, received a long email, end quote, overnight in which he, quote, apologized unreservedly for the awful way he spoke about me in the press. They continue to write, though Sacco hasn't shared the email itself, the writer said, the email's full text will stay between us. I'm not that kind of girl, but I have confirmed it was from him. According to Sacco, Karch said he regretted escalating the row and how people online had subsequently spoken about her.
What if the CEO didn't actually write that message, that was Saber's AI, and they just are using him as a patsy?
We must go deeper.
And he's sending her messages like, I'm so sorry. That's I know my name, and I'm so sorry. I did not mean any of that. Oh God, I feel terrible.
Jeez.
But don't tell me when I did this, because they need to think I said it.
Jeez. What a mess.
What a weird situation.
Yeah, what
man.
an absolute mess.
How do you write something so vindictive and then just the next day? I'm so sorry. Like, and not even send her an email, like a public statement.
Yeah, just a mess. Absolute mess.
That is a Black Mirror
Yep.
plot line, man. That's just so weird.
Yep. I think this is the last bit of AI news, and then we can move on. And this is let me be very clear. This is rumor mill stuff, but I'm fascinated by this, and I want to get y'all's take on it. So World of Warcraft just had a big patch, 12.1, and in the patch, people are talking about weird things occurring when they disconnect in the game. And Blizzard has not said anything about this. But
what, like technically?
Yeah, they have not commented on any of this. This is
no. I mean, like weird technical issues are happening when they what's happening when they disconnect?
I'm getting to it.
Okay.
So players are reporting that when their friends are disconnecting, the characters are continuing to play the game. And so a lot of people are thinking that when people disconnect, AI is taking over, so it doesn't stop the raid or the dungeon or whatever the activity is. The player keeps playing until they reconnect. There's a handful of videos that show this, and there's a bunch of people commenting that it's happened to them. There's one where a evoker who is a DPS exhibit the typical signs of a mid-encounter connection drop, and then out of nowhere, they seemingly start fighting again. When the player's clearly not online at all. I think it also happened to a tank, a warrior, whose game crashed while they were in a Discord call. I love the fact that this is in the news story, but we have to give credit, as any one should. Shlomo Baggins reports that, quote, he hung there enough almost the entire boss fight we were on, and then like 30 seconds into his disconnect, his warrior charges the boss and starts hitting it. My brother was actively narrating his relogin. According to him, his game hard locked froze and he alt F4'd and relogged in. Super weird. So how do y'all feel about this? How do you feel about AI taking over for a player when they disconnect in an online game?
So here's the thing. I think this may be one of those situations where, it's an AI blanket thing, because I think playing MMOs, I think LDs happen, shit happens. I think it's not super hard to program an MMO to be like, oh, the player disconnected? Okay, well, were they attacking? Find the closest enemy and turn on auto attack. Hopefully they'll be back soon. Like, I don't necessarily see this as like a big AI thing, as more of an LD protection thing that I wish was in more games in some ways that are multiplayer.
Yeah.
So like, I don't really know if this is a horrible thing. I mean, I don't really mind the idea of a player going LD and his player just being taken over by the computer to do basic actions like an NPC. That's not AI. That's just NPC stuff,
right?
Like all the other NPCs in the game. So I'm not adverse to them turning your player into an NPC if you LD and then you just jump back in. Take it to the next
LD
level.
Link Dead, by the way.
Link Dead. I'm sorry, Link Dead. So, I mean, now, of course, this is completely different if it does turn out that it's far more invasive or they're doing something that is a little, like, I don't know all the details, but surface level, it doesn't sound like a big deal.
Yeah.
That's my take.
The lead game producer of WoW, someone linked this to me. I wish I could give credit to that. 91 Nikki in my chat. Zobrix quote tweeted the article and said, that was a weird one and actually a simple fix, surprisingly enough. Someone responded and said, oh, I'm curious, did the NPC follower AI activate by mistake? World of Warcraft has NPC followers that will partake in dungeons with you if you don't want to group with real players. So does Final Fantasy. A bunch of MMOs have that. Yeah. And he responded and said, that was a lot of our first guesses too, but surprisingly no. I'll see if I can squeeze in a brief write-up next week. And that's it. That's all he's commented on it. That was 2 days ago. This is the lead producer of WoW.
Oh, so he's saying it's not what we were just saying.
Yeah, yeah. He said it wasn't the AI taking over, the NPC follower AI taking over. So I don't know what it was, but
he acknowledged it happened.
He acknowledged it happened. Yeah, yeah. Very, very curious to see what.
Okay,
what comes from
that's
that.
different. That's different.
Yeah.
We'll have to see what he says.
That's the dev that asked him was the guy behind Deadly Boss Mods. Okay, got it. So
it sounds like a job for Sam and Dean Winchester.
That's correct. We need to get them on the case.
There's a ghost in the machine. We need to salt it and burn his PC.
Yep.
See, now I was thinking more like per unit individual, just pop a script that you use on NPC on it. But now I'm wondering, like, are they making some kind of like server-based Skynet where there's like a dungeon master AI that can like run everything? Like if a player LDs, it just fills the role in automatically or something.
I
like,
don't know.
Now I'm all like, what did you mean, man?
Yeah, I really want to
do it over there.
Him adding to it and being like, well, I'm not going to say right now.
We need the major.
It's kind of weird.
We need the major immediately. Where's Bato?
Yeah. But I thought that was a rather curious story, if that is the actual case. I'm kind of with Co where I'm not against it, to be honest. Because the idea that the other 4 players will not be penalized for someone else's internet dropping or a game closing or airing out, I'm kind of in favor for. And I mean, that's just I think
things over.
Yeah, I think AI being applied to that it's one of those blanket terms where it's not really AI. It's just like a script. So
exactly. And that's where I think it would be great. So like the second ULD, just generic warrior at your level script takes over and starts doing things, you know. I mean, think how cool it would be if you could like have a little setting in your character where it's like, if you LD, do you want to be more aggressive, more defensive, stand still? And then you could just like pick what you do when you LD, right?
Yeah. Pop all your cooldowns.
Yeah, pop every cooldown.
Yeah.
Like absolutely, that'd be cool, right? Yeah. One of your guys goes LD and all of a sudden just all their shit goes off and that's how you know they LD'd.
Yeah.
Why did you just cast Divine Shield? Oh, he's LD, isn't he? Yeah, okay.
I think it would be kind of neat to have like, you know, a sorry, my wife is yelling.
Yeah, I was wondering
in the background. Yeah, she's screaming downstairs.
No,
if you could program like a basic script of like, okay, if I disconnect, this is what I would like you to do. It's safe. It hopefully will, you know, keep the party alive. Yada yada yada. I think that. I mean, I'm surprised shit like that doesn't already exist.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
in a lot
just
of ways.
a third-party mod or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will keep an eye on the blue post, and if it warrants a follow-up next week, I'll bring it up on the show. What else is happening in the world of news? I know the framework of this story, but I don't know the specifics. So, Co, if you do, please feel free to jump in, because I'm just going to kind of hit the headline. But the Calamity mod, one of Terraria's biggest mods, is shutting down after 10 years over what the makers call a, quote, troubled past and, quote, irrecoverably tainted reputation. Dude. I don't know exactly what happened. I saw XQC tried to buy this or something like that.
This poor team. So Calamity is a Terraria mod. It is one of the best Terraria mods. It's basically almost like an expansion. It's like a total conversion.
Beloved,
it's incredible
by the community.
I have been very public about the fact that I was not playing the last Terraria update because I was waiting for Tmod Loader to get updated so I could play the latest Terraria update in Calamity, which is what I was planning on doing. So imagine my surprise about, a week ago now? We heard that Calamity is now canceled.
Just
not only canceled,
done,
but they were saying at the time they may just remove it, like it's gone. Like they are not, the team is done.
Wow.
And the reason the team is done is because in the past, they had a team lead that had some very serious issues keeping it in his pants, particularly in very un-okay ways.
Jesus.
And that was a huge deal because obviously when this all came to light, that person had to be removed. The team really suffered for it. They came together though, and they were like, okay, we're going to keep doing this. Thankfully, this other guy showed up and he was like, I can lead you. I can do this. Like, sold the whole team. He's like, we can do this. We're going to keep production. Turned out he was grooming teens in their Discord.
What the fuck?
So at this point, understandably, the team is like, you know what? All of this. We're done. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So that's kind of where they are. And XQC, who to his credit is a big Terraria fan, he said that he would offer to buy the IP, and their response was twofold. They said, first, we don't like XQC. No. Second, even if we did, we could not sell this because it is a mod for a trademarked IP. This is not something they can sell to people. There's a reason it wasn't monetized before. So that's actually makes the whole situation even worse because it's like you can't literally get it somewhere else legally. There's all sorts of chains it has wrapped around it red tape wise. So it's a very unfortunate situation. So the TLDR is at this point, Calamity is dead. It will not be revived from what we are hearing. There is a separate project, Calamity Reborn, I want to say, that is starting. I just heard about this today, that's starting to gain traction.
Okay.
Don't you, the classic mistake of using the same fucking name. Don't do that.
Why not? What do you mean?
Okay.
I think
okay, just real quick. I literally found out about it this morning. I don't know too much, but what chat was saying, because we were talking about this morning too, apparently there are some of the ex-devs of Calamity and some of the existing members are getting together to try to keep Calamity going in some form, which is awesome. So hopefully that's going to work. And after a full background check on everyone involved, I hope to contribute to it as well.
Fucking hell, man. Okay. I mean, as far
oh my God, Calamity, let's go.
There you go.
No,
Calamity.
but seriously, like I really hope they figure this out. I mean, I kid you not. I play a lot of games, man. Calamity is one of the best mods of any game. Not just Terraria. It's an actual amazing. It's full of passionate, awesome, amazing work. Hopefully they figure this out, man. The game and the team deserve them to figure this out.
Absolutely. That is. Jeez. It's one of those things where I responded with almost kind of a laugh because of how absurd that is. But I hate covering stories like that because you can only approach it in a serious manner and there's really nothing else to say because it's just so unbelievably fucked that, I don't have anything else to say on that. Like that's cut and dry. That's cut and dry. That's rough.
Absolutely horrible.
That's rough stuff.
Has Calamity been taken offline or just no more support? I don't know if they've taken it offline, but they have said that whoa, am I frozen?
Yeah, you're frozen.
Okay.
Your audio's fine.
All development has ceased.
Okay.
So it's no longer being updated. No one is working on it anymore. That's where they are now. Man, those are some faces. Look at that.
Yeah. For some reason, your connection to me is completely dead video wise.
Oh, are you AI? Are you AI, Co? You have to tell me.
Is AI taking them over?
Claude, what do I tell them? What? No, sorry.
Hold
on, prepare a statement.
Yeah.
Elicit emotions of positive reinforcement. Oh, wait, that's a subtext. Never mind. We'll talk about it later.
All right. Well, let's get to some non-AI discussion in the world of video games this past week. What else do we have? The Kingdom Hearts 4 stuff came out from the D23 2026 showcase. They had a panel. They also showed this. In the main performance, showcase thing that they do at D23, they were talking about Coco 2, the upcoming 2028, I think, movie. And then they're like, oh, by the way, here's Coco in Kingdom Hearts 4. It actually exists. This is the first world. I love this trailer because it's beautiful. And it's like you're hearing the music and it looks exactly like the film. And then out of nowhere, the nobodies show up. It looks completely insane just to see them rise up from the ground and Sora in the background pop in there and it becomes the whole fight. Oh, sorry, Heartless. Yeah, not nobodies. My bad, chat. But yeah, that's how Kingdom Hearts 4. I know, I'm sorry. It does look beautiful though, graphically. I really loved the look of everything. There's a longer trailer yet that they debuted at the panel. This came out Friday. The panel was last night. That shows, I think, like another minute and a half. I haven't actually watched it yet, so that's why I'm not showing it here. I'll probably watch it on stream tomorrow. But it's Kingdom Hearts. Donald and Goofy are talking to, Hades. There's Sora who's fainting because, of course,
He's good at that. He does that.
Yeah, it's Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 4. There's two characters that have really weird names that I think are one of them's from like the mobile game. So they were very, very, very heavily handedly saying this will come out in 2027. They said that multiple times. The game, the co-game director, I think, or co-game producer, said it multiple times during the panel. They said they will 100% deliver on it coming out next year. So we will see what comes from that. But it's wild after like kind of absolute silence since Kingdom Hearts 3 that Disney was like, oh yeah, we do have that game. We do have a game that they came out and said sold $1 billion in its lifetime. So
wow,
maybe we should talk about this game a lot more. And that's why it was in the thing. Also in that news of the day for D23, when Disney was talking about its games that do well, Marvel Rivals was mentioned. And I think Marvel Rivals was also one of the games that has crossed the $1 billion threshold, which is why it was in this conversation. But they had a very interesting stat. They said that it's attracted 40 million players worldwide. 60% of those 40 million players are under the age of 24. And of those 40 million players, they said they had a 98% skin adoption rate, which means that 40 million players, of those 40 million players, 98% of them have purchased a skin in-game.
Now, hold on.
And that seems absolutely insane.
That's not accurate. Do they like give a free skin or allow you to earn skins in game? And they didn't say buy. They said that I doubt that completely. There's no way.
That's why you're saying it's so surprising. That's how I was.
Absolutely no way.
Yeah.
No, that's bullshit.
Let's see.
Yeah, they said adoption rate. They didn't say it was bought, and I think that's on purpose.
Okay, you think?
Like maybe you can put in a code off a can or something. Like I don't know. That's weird, dude.
Co seems upset about this. I love it.
I know. I mean, that's bullshit. 98% people are buying skins.
Bullshit word twice, JP.
No, that's crazy.
Oh man, yeah, it's true. There are skins from like battle passes and Twitch rivals. Yeah,
dude. How many people do you think actually continue playing the game after the first time they played? Are they insinuating that like a huge multiple double-digit percent of them bought a skin anyway, even though they didn't like the game?
Yeah,
like,
true.
Like that seems insane. I don't know. Did he say what? Okay, what was the pool of players he was talking about? Is he saying of all 98% of all players?
Yeah, 40 million players, 98% attach rate for skins. Attach rate is where, I guess, did I say purchase? There was a term that I said
adoption rate.
Adoption rate. Okay, attach rate.
So wait, attach rate. Does everyone get skins anyway? And he's talking about just people wanting to customize their characters and putting a skin on their character.
Like, I mean, there's multiple ways to get a skin in that game without spending money. Yeah, which I guess could be the case.
He's probably talking about.
Yeah,
that would make more sense. Purchasing, I don't, that would be one of the most amazing, that'd be the holy grail of turnover rates.
That's like, what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
Insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's more nuance to this.
my chat said 98% of players have skin on their bodies IRL.
JP's chat nailed it. That's probably
even that seems high.
Yeah. Oh God.
Do we feel the skin lists are being properly represented in these numbers? Like, let's be real here.
Come on. I thought that was an interesting
2% all though. Hair, just hair.
Oh man, what else is going on out there? Wolverine, the Insomniac's Wolverine was, I don't know like what happened this past week, but a lot of people are really upset with that game. And I don't know where that's coming from, if it's just like the internet and it's focusing on the negativity. There was a clip of like someone had played it and they recorded themselves just like running forward, which I think was the tutorial section of the game. And it kind of just bypassed, like there was no tension, there was no conflict. It was just Wolverine running forward through this section. And I think they were saying it's like almost on rails at that point. You don't have to interact with the game. But some of that I think is also just people hating on Sony because it's Sony. But I saw a lot of that. I don't know if you guys saw any of that on the old social media.
When you brought it up, it reminded me that I wanted to ask you about it because I know that you're more of a fan of the Marvel verse than
Yeah.
I am. I saw the end of it. I saw one of the people putting out a public statement being like, y'all need to chill. Like, this is not like, yeah, like what is happening?
That was Insomniac
like, you know,
that was saying that?
I think someone from Insomniac put out a statement where it's just like, we don't know where all this came from. Like, we're working on it and doing our best. Someone from chat could probably help me out. Maybe it was like a tweet from someone from the team or something. But I remember reading that just being like, what happened? Everything I heard about Wolverine was good. I thought people loved how bloody it was looking and it was visceral. I thought people were loving how violent it was. So it was weird to read that. I'm not even sure what they turned against.
Yeah.
Was it just that one thing?
I think
what was the
so.
other game recently that had a scene where you could just not touch the controller and an action scene played out? I played the game. I liked it. What game was that?
Yeah, I'm blanking on that too.
It just happened. It wasn't Mixtape. No, because 007. It was 007.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that game was awesome. And it had multiple scenes that you could just happen. Like sometimes devs put in super cinematic scenes that they want to be cinematic, even if you suck at playing the game. That makes sense. They want to deliver an experience where you feel like you're playing, but they don't want you to screw it up.
Yeah.
That's what those scenes are for.
There's
Those
also
scenes
the
are
tutorial
fine.
section of the game.
Yeah, and again, it's not like it's the whole game. I mean, that's a mechanism to deliver the story, the medium, the experience. Like, it doesn't mean the game sucks if there's a scene in the game that's like that. That's crazy.
Yeah. This was the memeified version of the thing going around, is they put coins there like it's an auto runner that you would play on your phone because the scene, as you could see, is just Wolverine running straight.
And see, again, like, look at all the stuff, the bullets and stuff flying around him. Like, what do they expect you to do? Be dodging the bullets and getting killed a whole bunch of times because you don't know how to dodge bullets flying at your face?
Yeah.
Like,
Wolverine doesn't dodge bullets. That's why that works.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to dodge
that's
bullets.
fair. Even, I mean, yeah, they could have just done that. And I wonder if they would have complained there. That seems like but just to be clear, that was the only thing?
Yeah, that was like the main video that was being tossed around. Was the idea that it's like a game that's on rails. A lot of the previews, so there was a preview embargo that was lifted this past week. So all the like IGN, GameSpots, Eurogamers, they all had like access to the game and played it. And they came out saying like, yeah, it's more Insomniacs. It's, you know, if you enjoyed the Spider-Man games or anything like that, then you're going to enjoy this.
So it's not like performance issues came out or some other major...
No. They did say some of the stuff that I watched said that it was rather linear, whereas like Spider-Man obviously was not. It was much more, you know, you can go...
Spider-Man's all about swinging around a city, though. You kind of got it. You can't do linear Spider-Man.
Exactly. I think that fits the character a lot more for it to be a linear narrative story. But yeah, that was kind of some of the complaints, and the idea that the combat was not, they didn't say like boring or bad. There was never any negative connotations to it, but they did say like it lacked, like Wolverine is a guy that gets in there and slashes, right? Like he doesn't have the dexterity or something of Spider-Man where he can like flip around or web someone up or launch webs. Wolverine gets in there with his fucking blades because he's got claws and he just starts slicing people up. That's like all he does.
Wolverine has no ranged weapons.
Yeah. And it's like, well, yeah, Wolverine's gonna do Wolverine stuff. Spider-Man's gonna do Spider-Man stuff. So we'll see. We'll see when it actually comes out. That launches. We're about a month out, less than 30 days. That launches on the 15th of September. So, and they also did say, and this was a big in the plus column for me. They came out and said that Wolverine's the only playable character. And if you remember, if you played the old Spider-Man, or not old, if you played the recent Spider-Man games, There were segments where you got to play as MJ, and there was segments where you got to play as Miles when he's not Spider-Man, and they fucking sucked. Like, they were abysmal. They were just like, I'm gonna walk around, I'm MJ, I'm sneaking in this museum. Like, it was bad. It was a waste of hour.
Anytime
they would have been a lot better.
Like, how about you just tell me what you did after it got done? I don't need to do it. It's fine.
Yeah. It felt like filler. Exactly. Felt like filler. So I'm glad to hear that will not be in Wolverine.
I can safely say I would have enjoyed those scenes a lot more if I would have had your voice narrating it like you just did the entire time. Hey, my name's MJ. I'm gonna sneak in here. There's a bad guy. Better not let him see me.
Look, I'm available for DVD commentary on Spider-Man. Insomniac, just let me know.
There we go.
I'll reach out.
There we go. Yeah. Easy hire.
Just reach out.
Mary JP.
That's
Thanks,
what
Raz.
people call me that sometimes. I have been. That's a nickname.
Mary JP.
This was a really weird. This was a strange thing that I have to take it at face value. But on the 11th, so this past Tuesday, the Xbox boss Asha Sharma said that Elder Scrolls 6 looks great. Her full quote was, live playthrough of Elder Scrolls 6, ****, because it's redacted, this morning. The scale and grandeur are incredible. The story is even greater. And of course, the internet's going to see that, and anything that has Elder Scrolls related to it that's immediately a headline. But like, it's got big, like, things are going great. Like putting a curtain over something.
Yeah. It's very boilerplate. Man.
Headline:
It's like,
person who runs company says company is doing good.
It's like she stopped by to check out the whole story, huh? And it was great. So you just stopped by and just gave you a rundown of the whole story, and you were like, thumbs up, that's great. Like, like, how do you know? You didn't play through it, obviously. Like, what? How could you possibly know what you're saying? Oh, you couldn't. There's no possible way you could know what you were. Oh, okay. All right. Just glad we're clear on that.
A very strange statement for that to for her to come out and say that. Whatever. I think even mentioning it in the show is doesn't even, her saying that is not even warranted. Worth.
No, I think I love shit like that, because it's just it gives you that incredulous feeling, like, of course, what else are you gonna say? What else are you gonna possibly say?
So guys,
this thing is a stink burger and you shouldn't get it, dude. It needs a lot of work, and we're probably gonna have to push back the date by a couple of years. So I'm just letting you know. I saw it, and man, you thought other Elder Scrolls games were glitchy. This thing is a piece of garbage.
Dude. It's that tweet with a picture of Asha like this. Like she's telling you a secret, and she's like, hey gamers. Turns out Elder Scrolls 6 is mostly vaporware, and it kind of sucks. This is pretty bad. You're going to have to be waiting a lot longer, because this is not good, y'all.
Yikes. Yikes.
Well, I would love, I love it, like a Saber style tweet from her about her game, the game like Elder Scrolls 6. Just scathing and just unapologetically just bash it. Oh fuck!
So I've never played them, but I had Claude run through the first Elder Scrolls, and when I saw the summary of the story after I had him run through the new one, he said that they were pretty much on par, which is great news, gamers.
Yikes. Yeah, the gamers there
Great
was the
news.
part. That was the human aspect of that, was adding gamers to it from PR. Oh man,
Claude scored both as an 82 in terms of story effectiveness, so we're looking great, game.
I'm sure there's reports like that actually exist, and that makes me sad. Remedy put out some financial reports. I was happy to see this, because I didn't think that the game would sell this well, but Alan Wake 2 has apparently sold 3 million copies. So good for them. That's really good news. That game is, I would say that game's like pretty niche. So 3 million copies sold is fantastic, because it's more money for Remedy, hopefully, to go and make more stuff, which is awesome, because Remedy's awesome.
Yeah. That's good. But unfortunately, did they have numbers for for Firebreak in there?
Ooh, that's a good state. That's a good question. Here, I'm gonna Control F Firebreak in this. I'm looking at the actual
Not right now.
production stuff. Decline in game sales and royalties was mainly caused by FBC Firebreak launch in the comparison period. In the second quarter, most of FBC's Firebreak sales were revenue accruals from subscription service agreements. So that's like Game Pass. They do not have a number attached to that.
I feel so bad. Like Firebreak is they were this company that was just making banger after banger after banger, and then Firebreak.
Yeah,
That was really unfortunate.
yeah.
This sounds like a joke for something from a company so cool as Remedy, but like the 30-day average of players right now is 6.3 players.
Yeah. No, it's been doing really bad.
They stopped. I mean, when it first came out and did poorly, they said some kind of pie in the sky. We're going to work on it. We're going to turn this ship around, kind of stuff, and then they just kind of didn't.
Yeah.
I think at some point they decided that it's just not worth it.
I mean, I look at that and like the puzzle pieces don't fit. Like Remedy doesn't make that type of game, right? Like Control and Alan Wake are their bread and butter.
It's the same thing as what was it, Redfall? Like, yeah, you're out of your element, Donnie. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like this is better people for this, man.
Yeah.
I gotta say this. Our Nate or Mate from your channel co said, yeah, but 98% of those 6.3 players bought skins.
I love that stat. That's going to become the greatest stat of all time.
Thanks, Nate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, no. Funny enough, it was Redfall. Redfall was to Arcane what Firebreak is to Remedy. It's like it's just this weird, like departure that just all of a sudden seems to put brakes on all the hype the studio kind of had. Not all of it. Keep in mind, I think a lot of people are, including me, are super pumped for Resonance and everything. But it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate to see. You know, this sucks. Yep. Especially knowing that they could have been spending that time and resources on other stuff, right? Like that's yeah, it sucks.
There's probably a lot of money that went into that game, no doubt about it.
Quick side question: we are on Spotify, right? Drop Frames, you still doing
that?
Yeah,
we should be.
There you go, Princess Cupid. We are also on Spotify.
I think we're on Spotify, iTunes, all the all the big sites. At least we should be. If we're not, let me know. You can come to my chat, bother me during stream, ask me about that. What else do we got? BEEG Walk crossed 1 million copies sold. Awesome. Zeke, we've played 2 sessions of that. We haven't finished it yet.
Yeah.
How do you feel about BEEG Walk? Because we talked about it last week. You still feeling thumbs up about it?
Oh yeah. I just think it's okay. A couple of things. Well, we'll talk about it later. But I did have a couple of
talk about it now.
Are we going to talk about it later?
Yeah, let's talk about it now. Whatever. I mean, it'll be short enough.
Saying, like, I want to hear.
Yeah, let's do
here's the
now.
thing about BEEG Walk. I think it's well done. There's a couple of things that I would definitely fix about it. One of them being like something about the collision between the environment and your foot cups is really frustrating. Like if you get too close to like a little pebble on the ground, you can't like jump. Because it's hitting your foot cups or something like that. Like that happens constantly, and it is so frustrating. That's just something that needs to be like eliminated. It's just a real minor annoyance that after 10 hours of playing becomes a major annoyance.
Yeah.
That's it. I just wanted to get that out there. I do think that playing it with 6 streamers adds a little bit of difficulty, a difficulty class up, because 6 streamers being, akin to being ADHD like myself, have trouble staying together and want to wander off, and everybody's like, let's go do this. Like, no, I saw this thing over here.
Yeah.
I would say like the optimal number of people is probably 4.
I think I want to echo that.
Anything,
play that game with 3 other friends. The second you go past 4, the puzzles themselves are not even designed to be solved with extra people. And so it 2 things happen. One, the second that you add more people than the puzzles are needed, it immediately means that 2 people just are not able to contribute anything to the puzzle solving formula. And that immediately like boots them out of the whole situation.
And then somebody's off on the side with a megaphone going like,
yeah. I do that a lot. And it also, I think to its own detriment, it makes it so if there are like leader personalities within your group, that those leader personalities by default will be the ones that solve the puzzles. So then the other people that are not speaking up or are not contributing, because obviously the more voices in a puzzle solving situation is not going to benefit anyone. And it just becomes like two players are kind of just like watching type thing. So definitely it's a 4-player game. If you go to like 6, maybe think about splitting up, making like 2 different groups. And you can go all the way up till 12, which that seems fucking nuts.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. To where you can go to, 2 or 3 teams of whatever. I'm not going to do the mental math for that, but I do think that it struggles once you go past that number, without question.
But
it's
getting to the good stuff, because that was the stuff we would like to see, or the comments we'd like to make. But as far as the good stuff go, like solving the puzzles, super satisfying. It's really, really cool when you can actually work together with somebody else. Because you have to. They make it. It's a necessity to solve puzzles working together. Like you can't solve certain.
No.
You can play it solo. Yes, they have a solo mode. Or no.
I don't.
Or no, duo. I'm sorry, duo mode.
Yeah.
They can do 2 to 4 or 2.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's right. You can play it with less people. You can definitely play it with 2. But the puzzles are designed. That the thing is, they change from 2 to 4 people, like 2, 3, and 4. Like the puzzles are different because
when you host the game, you
make
click
them solvable.
Yeah. You click if you're playing with 2, 3, or 4 plus. So it changes the puzzle.
Sorry, I misspoke about the solo thing. I apologize. But they do change the puzzles, and once you get like, I think it's optimal to do 4 people, because everybody has like, for certain puzzles, everybody has a job and a role, and it makes everybody feel useful. And like you have to like you have to pass along information in different ways to solve different puzzles and stuff. And when you finally get that, like you kind of, for certain puzzles, you kind of create your own language. Like, that thing that looks like a Tetris piece? Like, yeah, I got Tetris piece. Okay, look at the square that's 3 in and 1 down on the Tetris piece. Okay, I got it. Push that button. Okay.
Yeah. It's a good game.
It's great. It's
nice.
And without saying anything, it's pretty much like, you go to a puzzle, and then the puzzles are kind of an offshoot or an evolution of a former puzzle. There's not really like too much story stuff. We got to a point at the very end of last session where like something out of the norm happened. And I think, 2 things out of the norm happened. And I think everyone that was there was like, okay, we should stop because we don't have enough time, but that was really fucking cool. So we're going to come back and do one more session. I think we have one more session left. 1 4 to 5 hour session left to like see what the fuck was happening. It seems like they're doing some unnormal things at the end of that game, which are cool. So yeah, that'll be, I think we're playing on Thursday, right, Zeke? I think that's the date that we all nailed in. Yeah, that'll be Thursday. So
yep. Thursday, 2 p.m. East.
Yep, it's good. BEEG Walk's good. Good enough to sell 1 million copies. What else do we got here real quick? I thought this was a fun story. You guys remember that game Trails in the Sky that I talked about? The acronym,
TITS?
which you guys might remember, is TITS. Yeah, the JRPG that like got remade or whatever. This was back in December.
I love Japanese. Yes.
Yeah. Anyways,
that is literally the only thing I remember about it.
That's fine.
Honest. Please continue.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a stat. That game was so successful that the company that made it, Nihon Falcom, reported 111% revenue growth and 485% profit growth in the past 3 quarters because of that game. So congrats to them for the huge success of that game. The second game,
There's so many jokes.
Wait, headline, tits, huge success.
huge
There
success.
It is.
Yeah,
There it is. Thank you. Funny. You know what's that was basically the one that was on my mind right there.
absolutely. People love tits. The second one, by the way, comes out on September the 15th or 17th, I believe. Same day as Fire Emblem, which got really good previews. We had the Skill Up put out a review, or a preview rather, not review, of Fire Emblem Fortune Weave. He had 30 hours hands-on. God damn, that game is looking good.
That
game's looking good.
My new Switch 2 arrived today.
Oh, yeah? I got a game you should play for it in about a month.
I bought it for Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
That's what did it. That and 60 FPS, potentially Xenogear.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, depending on the game. The first,
but
those definitive updates are kind of rough. So be careful about that.
They did it. They did it.
They had a big old direct.
Finally got me. Fire Emblem. The reviews started coming out. It sounded really good. It sounded like it's for people like me.
Yeah.
Really, really liked 3 houses and then bounced off Engage. Like I read a review.
That's exactly what Skill Up said.
It literally said that. It was like, if you played 3 houses and loved it and then did not like Engage, the new one is basically a love letter to 3 houses. And I was like, oh
yeah.
I switched 2.
Yeah. And I don't know if anyone can confirm this, but from everything that I saw in the Skill Up preview of it, he played 30 hours of the game and did like all the paths or whatever in it. There's 2 things. One, I think all of it was voice acted. I don't think any of it was just read through. Please confirm or deny that, chat. Because I never saw anything that was not voice acted. It ran at 60 and everything. And this is the biggest thing. For those that played Fire Emblem 3 Houses, you had to pick one of the houses, and that was your playthrough. And this one, you can play all of the paths at once. So you can play one path, go do a thing in the game, and then it'll take you to another path, and the timelines start to sync up across the board.
Here's my question about this. Is that something you can do, or is that how the game is now designed? Like, can you pick one side and just do one side?
Yes.
And then pick another side and do just that side? You can do that.
You can totally just mainline one. Or you can do like 4 hours of one and then jump back and go do another for an hour. You can basically pick whichever one you want to play at any time.
That is awesome. Oh,
yeah,
man. So you can literally so you can get up to a point where you know another one's at and then do that one. And figure out what happened in this one and then do that, and just.
And they all take place at like different times in the timeline. So if you see something that's like further ahead in the timeline, you can play or look for the other one that will be the connective tissue between those. And that's
so it even like helps you plan out your run if you want to do. That is so. Oh man.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. That's
so he said it was great, and that's why he spent 30 hours in it. It looked fucking awesome in all the footage that I saw. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And don't worry, you still have 2 days to beat Wolverine on the 15th because this comes out on the 17th.
This is September.
And then don't worry, you can beat Fire Emblem in 5 days because then Control and Silent Hill, which come out the same day, come out on the 21st. So
is it which one of the big 3? One of the big 3 is coming out in September too.
Which big
Shrouded, RuneScape, or
Valheim. Valheim is the 9th. Yeah, Valheim's the 9th.
Great.
So you can play that for 5 days prior to Wolverine.
I'll just beat Valheim in 5 days.
Also, RuneScape comes out the 15th. So if you want to.
Great. Super. At this point, I'm hoping I'm going to mitosis when I cut myself in half.
Yeah. Also, Blood of the Dawnwalker, I think, is beginning of the month. It's fucking insane. September is.
Oh, my Lord.
Absolutely insane. So, yes.
The only real good news is, and it's going to be real interesting how this is going to affect Twitch, but we are getting such a huge glut of games so quickly that not any streamer can possibly keep up with all of the hype stuff.
Right.
And this is one of the first times this has happened, especially to this length of degree. So what that means is we go into like November and December, which are far less packed. We're going to see like a huge amount of streamers that are like playing really hype titles that came out, where it's like, that doesn't really happen too often.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how the platform kind of handles all of that.
Yeah.
It's not
Also,
a normal situation.
In case your wallet wasn't already crying, War Dogs comes out the 10th as well. So, yeah, good luck.
And there's also a smattering of indies and other
There's
games.
a ton of other things I haven't even
those times
mentioned.
too.
Yeah,
Yep.
ton of other things.
Woo!
It's gonna be a fun month. Mecha Chameleon, 20 million copies sold. They're still going crazy over there.
Farts.
Still making tons of money. A game that actually comes out at the end of this month on the 27th of August, Star Wars Zero Company. That previewed very, very strongly, which I am very excited for.
Yeah, me too.
Can't wait to check that out. I think that's kind of it for the news. I'm just scrolling through here to see if there was anything else. We can kind of throw this into news / playing. They did actually end up patching Marvel Tokon on the PC. And it helped a lot of people. Didn't fix all of the issues. It is better than where it was last Sunday when we had Max on the show. Cole, you've done, I think, 2 sponsored streams since the show. 3 sponsored streams since the show.
3 total.
Oh, 3 total.
But I will say, the last one, funny enough, they patched my PC version, and I spent the whole time doing story mode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How was the story mode of that?
Dude, I think that the Doctor Doom line is one of the better Marvel things I've seen. It was like just so ridiculous, and I felt like it really was kind of making fun of itself in all the right ways. And like it was just corny enough to be ridiculous, because Doctor Doom was just 100% alpha the whole time. And just at one point I thought there was a motif where he was getting blown out of buildings every scene, because that happened for a while. And I was like, are we really doing this? It was surprisingly entertaining.
Okay.
I did like it. And then I did the one with Deadpool after that.
Oh boy, that's a tonal shift.
It wasn't really, because the Doctor Doom one was so ridiculous that like going to Deadpool was just like ancillary ridiculousness. It was great. No, but I actually had a really good time with him. Also, ProZD plays Doom and he does it perfectly.
Oh,
nice.
So
good. And yeah, I actually had a really good time with it. It is a movie though. I mean, the fights against the end boss were actually pretty challenging, because they jack up the computer AI for that, and he has like a lot of pretty cheap moves.
Yeah.
It's designed for people that actually know what they're doing. But the fights up to that, like you could just low kick, like they're super, super easy. So you'd literally get like 10 minutes of story, of a very well voice acted story in comic book fashion, where it's like going between animations and doing stuff. And then like a 30-second low kick fight, and then 10 minutes of story, and then another big thing, and then like a 30-second low kick fight. That part was a little weird. It did feel like I was just watching a movie and not really playing the game. So I just did that for the whole stream. I did also want to check out the roguelite mode, but I ended up just doing the story the whole time, because it was entertaining me. So.
Cool. Yeah,
there's apparently 8 to 10 hours of that for Marvel fans.
Oh,
there's
of like
different
this right here.
There's 5 different teams. No. This is the anime cutscenes.
Oh, you're talking about the
I'm talking about the comic book stuff.
Oh.
So
okay,
in between the anime scenes are like this. There you go, right there.
There it is.
This stuff. They do this, and it's all fully voice acted, and it's really well voice acted. But it's basically like 10 minutes of this cutscene every so often, and then the fights in between them.
Got it.
But I really enjoyed them, dude. They were like, I'm not even a Marvel guy. Like, I didn't even know a lot of the characters and references, and it was still just, it's one of those things that the production is so high that it's just enjoyable, even if you're not a big fan of the IP.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It was good.
I played how many hours have I put in? I don't know, 5 or 6 hours, which not too many hours, into the online stuff offline, off stream, I should say. And some things are true. 1, I'm still bad at tag fighters. 2, I got my ass beat a ton. But most games, I'll say this: you can beat me 6 times in a row, But by that 7th game, I'll learn something and maybe take a round or 2 off of you.
Well, I was going to say, by that 7th time, I'll learn to go all the way to exit before rematching, so I don't just keep rematching you by accident.
The mental,
you'll never see me again.
The mental game of after getting just completely washed 3-0 in a fighting game, no one wants to go down and like exit to matchmaking. You just hit rematch until the person that's winning has had enough of you. And so I would sit there and begrudgingly be like, okay, yeah, let's do this again. Let's do this again. Get my ass kicked. And I'd be like, surely you're done with me. Surely you're not learning anything. There's nothing to be. Oh, fuck, he hit rematch. Okay, all right.
I'm just getting farmed at this point. Is this what it feels like to be a mob in an MMO? Oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah. And so what I would do is every time I would take one game off of them, that's when I would quit. That's when I would show them that I am the better player.
It's like gambling, right?
Game.
You leave on the win, and then you're always up, and that's it. Yep, there you go.
Yep.
You won against that house, and now you're leaving.
Yeah, that's how that works. So I will probably continue playing that and seeing if I can get any better. I definitely like learned every single time I lost. So it wasn't, the frustration has not set in yet of like, what am I supposed to do? Like that type of thought process has not occurred. It's more just like, right, stop sucking. Don't do that. Don't like blah, 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 blah. It seems pretty.
Remember that this move has this range. Don't ever open with this. Open with this one because that one has more range. You're going to connect more. That's the exact boat I got in.
Yeah.
Carnage.
Yeah.
And it actually felt pretty good by the end of it. I played him for 2 hours straight, my second sponsored team on PC. So I was also dealing with all the other shit. But like once you get the basic stuff down with the character, you get significantly better. There's a lot of people that are still doing that. They know all the combos and they can smash all their buttons and do fun combos, but they don't know those basics. So when you get like those 1 or 2 moves for a character that just kind of work for them, it feels really good.
Yeah,
for sure.
I will
Carnage,
say,
by the way, it's the Y button. If you're
okay.
wondering,
Gotta press the Y button.
his little punch, dude. It's
those
so
mediums.
it's like this big. You can like land in front of a guy and punch, and it just goes ready, right there, just every time.
No
and his
lights
Y is like
on
a nice
Carnage.
big opener. It's great.
Okay,
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
Yep.
do more mediums.
Also, blocking's really good.
Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta
Turns out
down
that's
back.
really good.
You gotta down back. No, it was funny because I held off as much as I could. I even went as far as getting. I haven't used it yet, but this thing right here is a dongle for the PS5 so that I can put my fight stick in it and it will register it. But I bought that and then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna try the PC version. So it was a pointless purchase, but bought it. Got into like character training, sat there for about an hour trying to like learn different combos. And I was like, all right, let's just jump online. Let's just see how this goes.
Who's your main?
I'm playing Hulk as my leader, as it were, in the 4-man group. And jumped online. In the first game, it puts me against someone who has the same skin that I do, which is only because I bought it is the only reason I know this. It's the $100 skin. The $100 version of the game is how you get this skin, right? The deluxe version, not $100 skin outright. It's like the expensive version of the skin. And we both get in. So I'm thinking like, okay, this guy, if he's matching with me, he might be brand new. This might be his first game ever. It says like fight. And then at the top, the rollback within, I shit you not, half a second just goes to 8. Right off the fight. That's my first experience. And this player's seemingly first experience is fighting in a awful feeling match with rollback of 8 where everything just feels like we're playing in clay. And then I just like quit out and I had fine matches after that. But to that person, I hope they continued playing because I would not after that. Unless I knew that it was going to be better. It was not a great way to start my Tokon experience. Yeah, that's where that's at. Overall, I think it's fine. I'm gonna keep playing it. Are you done with the sponsored streams? Your 3 sponsored streams for it?
Okay. Probably.
All right.
I don't know why they kept coming back to me, asking me to play it.
Yeah, they did a lot of sponsored stuff. PlayStation did across the board for that and Helldivers.
I like Arc Systems, so like I'm happy to help them.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, Arc Systems is good stuff. Let's jump into other games that we've been playing because we've all been playing just a bunch of things. Zeke, you're in Coderland. Did you? I think you finished
Yeah.
Coder 1. You're playing Coder 2. Did you happen to finish it on Friday?
KOTOR.
Yeah.
I was like, Zeke's
Yeah,
coding?
Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not coding.
You making a game or something?
No. No, last year I played the CD-ROM version of KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic 1, and I said, you know what, I like this game enough. Let's play it later on this year. So I did that last year, and I did the same thing this year. I played a little bit on CD-ROM. I got it running on CD-ROM, and I'm like, let's play it on the good PC Steams and stuff like that. So
No mods.
That's what I did.
This is straight up vanilla.
One mod, the content mod, like the most widely downloaded mod.
Oh,
That apparently not only adds content that was left out of the PC version, but also like fixes a few bugs here and there and stuff like that. I still run into bugs sometimes, but it's apparently a lot less than I would have, I suppose.
okay.
But yeah, I'm playing that one, the content mod. It has a long acronym, that I can't remember. But if you just go to the Steam Workshop, it's the most $700,000.
Whoa.
700,000 downloads.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still a lot. Still pretty great.
Yeah, it's great. It's a blast from the past, man. Because I don't think I ever beat this as a kid. I played it, but I don't think I ever beat it.
I love the ending of this.
A lot of the stuff is new, and I'm not quite done with it yet. I probably have somewhere between 2 and 4 hours left that we're gonna complete that on Wednesday. But yeah, it hits a lot of key nostalgia things. Of course, you know, the music, the voice acting in it ranges, but more often than not, it's really, really good. Of course, the stand-up being Kreia, the mysterious Jedi that has a connection to you, that follows you around and stuff like that. Her voice actor is just phenomenal, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'll turn off my air conditioning.
We couldn't
I
hear
need
it.
that a
anything,
little bit.
dude.
Yeah,
We
you're
didn't hear
good.
anything.
Oh, okay.
You're good. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Sorry, I saw comments from other people's chats, so I'll turn it off while I'm talking about this. But yeah, no, it's obviously a fantastic game. It's a classic for a reason. I'm doing a dark side run, which
Ooh.
I'm not doing a dark side run. What I'm doing is Darth bitch, like Darth asshole, like
Oh,
Okay.
it's dark side run, like a core dark side run. You'd have to think about your choices. I just look at the one that says like, why don't you die? And that's the one I pick every time, every single
okay.
time.
Oh.
And I probably lose out on some of the stories here and there. I probably miss out on some like connections and stuff. But I finally have, I have my murder bot and my kill bear in the Wookiee and the HK that
Hell
are
yeah.
my squad mates, and they just fucking love it, and they eat up abuse too. Like I can talk however I want to them, and they're like, "Yes, master, thank you. I deserved that."
They
Yes,
eat
you did.
up abuse is crazy.
Oh, they do. They love it. And it's just great. Like, because I had you start off with a start off with a couple of people who are either gray or tilting toward light side. And every dark side decision maker, like, are you sure you want to be doing that? I mean, murdering people in the street is probably bad, right? And I'm like, get out of here, you fucking whiner. I don't want to hear it. I'm going to murder everybody in my path.
Oh man. That's
Gotta
great.
love that.
So,
By the way, a little bit of a cool note before I forget here. Mercurian actually said the mod you're using, Zeke, is recommended by the devs. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, kind of a long war situation.
Nice.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Zeke, you
yeah,
know the
it's fucking-
final
it's-
you know the
Go ahead.
bad guy, right? If I say bad guy of that game, what would you name
No.
them?
not yet.
Really?
Oh.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's-
so.
That can be later. Yeah.
Is that a late game? Okay, never mind.
Mhm.
I was going to show you a statue that I purchased of said character, but now I will not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I've met I met the box art and defeated the box art guy,
Okay. Yeah. Then I won't say anything else.
whoever that is.
Yeah.
But I haven't met the person behind the person, whatever.
Got
But yeah, like when you say bad guy, like I'm the bad guy. Like I'm worse than any of them.
I am the knight.
However,
the knight.
I would love to say that I am the worst, but that if you read and listen to the Wookiee's story, Hanhar, his story is fucking brutal. He's like,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
I killed my entire tribe. Why'd you do that? Because they were captured, and I sent them to the Shadowlands, like, because that was the right thing to do. It's like, you killed your entire clan, bro? He's like, oh yeah, without a second thought. And I enjoyed myself. Like, holy shit, bro. God damn. And all the while it's just
Yeah.
like,
And you're translating it. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's just translated.
Everyone just speaks Wookiee.
And it's just like I'm reading this out going, and I have to stop. I'm like, what the fucking Jesus? So like, if there is one dark side person who's more dark side than me, it's him. It's Anhar for sure.
Okay.
But he's cool. He's with me. He's got his he's wielding double axes. He got one in each hand.
Hell yeah.
He's my tank, and then HK of course is the shooty support. And God, HK has got to be like everybody's favorite character, right?
Yeah, Murderbot.
He's amazing, dude. Yeah,
He's so good.
He
incredible.
Says some of the most funniest shit. Like, you do the worst, absolute worst possible choice. It's like, hey, this lady's a mother with orphans, and she's looking after orphans, and she asks you for a little thing, like a little like credits or something. And one of the options is like, you can't have my credits, you will die now. And you slice her dead in the middle of the street with her orphans looking on. And HK is like, master, that you make my circus sizzle. Like, he gets horny for murder, and it's fucking great.
Oh man,
he is. I always like the meat bag comments and everything. He has some fantastic lines. I have a terrible memory, and I still remember some of his lines.
He's
but
good.
No, he is so bad.
Yeah.
I imagine him coming up on those orphans and the mother, and he looks over at you and he's like, have you seen that episode of South Park with Scott Tenorman?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
no, and when his voice gets all high and flabbergasted, it's some of the best voice acting in the game.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's so good. But yeah, so I'm just enjoying the shit out of it. I just like being like streaming the game has made me it made me appreciate it when I played it like without an audience, you know, because
all those years
I would go through all the items and be like, oh, that and that and that. There's just so much shit in the game, like so many items in the game. And you realize, as you know, being a gamer of 30 years, like they just put so much filler shit like just in there, like that doesn't even like, there are like 3 guns you're looking for and that's it, or 3 like pieces of armor you're looking for. The rest of them are just like flavor text and they're terrible.
Well, and in so many ways, that's kind of gaming nowadays, right? Because back then there was, if you wanted to seek out the like top guns to use in Coder 2, you had to go to GameFAQs on like the forums and seek that stuff out like a super playthrough. Nowadays, you just open up your phone and some fucking social media shoves it in your face of like, here's the best thing to use in Coder 2. Yeah. So it was a different experience.
Getting like, I swear to God, I've only changed weapons like 3 times in like 15 hours. You know, of all the characters that I go with, like, you get one that's clearly better, and you're just like, okay, and then you just compare everything else to that, and you're like, wow, yeah.
Still a great game though. Still fantastic.
Oh yeah, totally, 100%.
Yeah, glad you're enjoying.
It does get it does like it has. I mean, this is a good thing, but it does have a lot of side content that's really good. But it really, like, for someone like me, I'm like, this. I just realized that this doesn't matter to the main story at all. Like, this is a planet like, this only matters to this planet and nothing else. Like, or it matters to 2 people, and you end up doing this entire quest, and it takes a while, and you're just like, at the end they're like, here's 1,000 credits, thanks. I'm like, oh fine, all right. I guess I'll go back to the story. Where the fuck was I? That took me an hour and a half. Where was I?
Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes. Yep.
Cool.
Co, I'm kind of just picking at random here. You're in the Sandustry.
Yes. Yeah, so my games, Playmore Corsair Cove, Sandustry, I finished Dive or Die, and I played and finished Below Rusted Gods.
Okay. I do want to ask about 2 of those. Yeah.
This game is freaking awesome.
I saw you jump into this yesterday.
This game is a pixel simulated automation game in the vein of Terraria. You basically are on a planet mining for gold, And the way that you do it is by shaking out sand and wet sand. But you get a residue from doing that. And then you have to deal with that residue. And then that residue makes more residue that you have to deal with. And then you have to deal with it in different ways. And then you're expanding, you're exploring, you're getting new tools. There's full upgrade paths. There are tons of different ways to do the same thing. So it's like everyone's structure is going to look completely different. Every pixel is simulated just like Noita. So, you know, ice melts, steam goes up into the sky, becomes clouds and rains down. Everything can kind of be flooded and manipulated and moved however you need it to. All building is free.
Oh, weird.
Everything. So you just get to build as big and as long and as wide as you want.
It's like a sandbox mode.
It's a weird, yeah. It feels
No
kind
pun
of like you're
intended.
playing a sandbox mode in a great way. In a great way. What I found is I was not like it allowed for like this level of creativity I'm not used to in games with this, because I could come up with a big idea and then just go do it. Like there was no barriers to making make it not happen except my own imagination.
Yeah.
And that's a really cool feeling when you're not, again, I don't play sandbox modes because I like the restrictions generally, but not having it, I did not realize with all the other restrictions is really, really enjoyable. So I feel like there's the tech tree. And then you also have upgrades as well. But the short of it is, if you are an automation person and you like, say, Terraria, check this game out, dude. It's in early access right now. It has, I've been told, about 7 to 10 hours of content before we kind of get to the end of the tech stuff.
Oh,
But it is a super cool, unique take on putting together a lot of mechanics we've already seen, but in a very well thought out and well implemented way.
no combat at all?
No, there's no enemies.
Okay.
Nope.
So it's basically just like, you said the end goal is to find gold. So you're looking
So
for
it's very
gold?
satisfactory. You're working through tech trees. So you have to get a whole bunch of gold to unlock tech 2. And then you have to deal with the new residual resource in a bunch of times to get tech 3. And then you have to grow a bunch of plants to get tech 4. And now I'm on the energy one. So I'm having to create a whole bunch of electricity and energy in different ways. And then, so it's kind of like milestones and satisfactory, where each time you unlock like a whole bunch of new buildable things that you can then buy with your gold and stuff like that. Yep.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
And it's under $10 right now on Steam.
It's on
Or you
Game
can-
Pass too.
and that's on Game Pass, yeah.
Oh, very affordable.
So I mean, it's a real easy win. We inadvertently triggered their Discord's bot because so many people were joining it from the stream this morning,
Those poor
and they
devs.
thought they were getting invaded.
Oh.
So sorry guys, but it is a super cool game, and if you like automation games, check this game out.
Okay.
Sandustry.
Sandustry. I really just
Sandustry.
want to call it Sandussy. You know, it's just right there.
Sandussy.
Sandussy.
Yeah.
That's the name of this game.
No, this game was suggested to me for Indie Day, and I'm like, no. I looked at it, and I'm like, not only is it Noita, but it's automation shit.
It's not really your bag.
I will say this. It's fun to build the things. It is not nearly as complex as like a Factorio or a Satisfactory. It is far more basic. Like literally the first machine you build is just to shift sand. That's it. And then the next thing you build is to burn the residue. And then the next thing you build is like a very easy, straightforward thing. And you can do it however you want. There's very few restrictions in how you build it. So it's not in Satisfactory Factorio, you have to like learn those production chains and what feeds into what. And you have to make sure that it's all load balanced and math. There's none of that shit in this. There's none of it. It's just, you just make things that work. And if you don't like it, you just burn all the stuff or take it out of your base and keep working.
Cool.
It's much easier in that regard.
More forgiving in that regard. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Keep in mind, I've only played 3 or 4 hours, so maybe it does get significantly more complex. But at the stage I'm in now, it's been super manageable and really fun.
Got it. All right. Playing hot potato with the games. I jumped into, what do I want to talk about first? I guess my biggest recommendation of the week, and Zeke, you might have, I think you've probably checked this out. I would hope you've checked this out. Lootbound is a game that came out in 1.0.
It was on the list for Indie Day. It didn't get voted in.
Yeah, so if you like the sales pitch is if you like Slay the Spire and Backpack Heroes into
Battles.
one game, or Backpack Battles, yeah, which I have not played, funny enough. But if you like those, play this game. It's also $10. I don't believe it's on Game Pass, but it's also $10. And it's funny because I did a stream Friday when it came out in 1.0, and I was getting my ass kicked. Like I would get to the boss and lose in like 2 turns, like just flat out. He would almost one-shot me. And I was like,
that was one of the notes I got from Chad, was like the balancing issues needed to be addressed.
I was like, God damn, this game's hard. And the lead dev was in my chat, and he was being very kind, and I was just like, dude, this game's hard. And he didn't really answer me. And I was just like, bro, I'm getting my ass kicked. And he didn't really answer me. And so I was like, all right, I guess it's just supposed to be fucking hard. Funny enough, 24 hours later, yesterday morning, a patch came out. And they made the game easier. They rebalanced the title a little bit.
So he probably didn't say anything because he was busy recoding the fight.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Yeah, they got a ton of reviews, actually. It was, I want to say it went all the way down to mixed on day 1 because of how hard it was. Everyone was saying the balance was just crazy, crazy difficult. And now, at least when I looked last night, it had shifted to, now it's mostly positive. It 79%.
them,
So
man.
it's turned it around.
Dude, good for them for reacting so quickly and like making the right changes. Like that could have been one of those situations where they didn't get a patch out for like a week.
Yeah.
And, just sitting it mixed in your launch week.
Exactly.
So great, grass to those steps. Also really cool. If you Google, I don't remember what it was, but if you Google the Lootbound release, they, their whole team did a really fun little, like, we're all going to press the button for release thing together. Yeah. It was a very,
I'll have
very
to check that
endearing
out.
video.
I'll have to
was
check
very
that
cool.
out.
Seemed like good people.
Yeah. I've put in, I think I've streamed it for maybe 5 or 6 hours. I've played a lot offline. I'm sitting at 15 hours right now in game.
Nice.
It is one of the best games to just boot up and be like, I'm going to get a run in. Very much like Slay the Spire. I'm going to get a run in real quick. Let's just see how this run goes. And then, 5 minutes pass, you're immediately having to like Tetris your inventory to see that this one item is on the top row, because if it's on the top row, then that means it'll benefit any other helmets that are in your bag. So then you have to line up the helmets in that box so that it gets the benefit, but you don't want to do too many helmets because you also want to balance weapons in there. Like there's a bunch of decisions that have to be made. And they're fun in regards to the loot, because in the name of the game, Lootbound, you get a lot of it and you have to make a lot of decisions on how you want to play. In terms
You
of
fight as a character or a party?
So you play primarily as this guy here on the left, which can be any of these characters once you unlock them. This is the first character you play. As you progress through the, the first and second area, you pick up these AI controlled dudes, NPCs basically, and they will. I don't want to say AI.
NPCs.
Yeah, they're NPCs. And they just basically auto attack. They do have like a second ability that will most of the time have like a trigger on it. So if you're half HP, then the bard will use its heal on you or whoever in the group. Yeah, they're reactionary. Cool. But they also get their own loot. So you're also filling out their inventory as well and prioritizing their stats for each of the party members. And so like that instrument right there on the left is obviously beneficial to the bard. And it gives like vampirism, which is lifesteal, initiative, which is how quick you go in a turn, and order, which is how much you heal based on your heal spells.
AP, I really don't have time for this game, dude.
It's fucking great, dude. It's so addicting. Like I played last night super, super late into the night because I was just like, gotta do one more run. And then of course there's the metagame where each run you're accruing resources that then you can go and make your starting HP or starting slash damage or starting mana, whatever, for each of the classes be a little bit higher. And so there's metagame there. There's metagame for consumables that you can unlock, which you get from different points on the map. There's a metagame for the dice that you can unlock, which you use to roll when it comes to RNG chances at loot. So you'll like walk up to a chest.
Oh, nice.
And I'll give you 3 options, and it's like 2, 10, and 18. And like the 2, if you roll 2 or higher, you'll get this like pretty common basic item. But if you roll an 18 or higher, you'll get this like legendary item, which does a bunch of magic cool shit. So obviously you want to go for that, but you have to be at 18 or higher. So the meta game is that you get better dice that would put more in your favor to get those always as you're going through a run. With the balance patch out, I fully recommend it now. It's a ton of fun. It's got multiple abilities that you can pick and choose from and really cater to your build. And it's like $9.70 or something right now on Steam. So perfect price point, I think, for this. And if the devs are going to continue like they have, they seem pretty on top of putting out patch notes and updating the game and keeping things in tune. So it's good. It all culminates in a boss at the end of a run. You're kind of like creating your own boss as you go through each of the runs. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm looking at beds. This is a random tangent here. We're going to have probably a sponsor for the subathon. It's going to be a bed thing, but yeah. I was looking at on chat.
Bed?
Yeah, wouldn't that make a lot of sense on a subathon where you sleep on stream to get a bed sponsor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it would.
Yeah. So it probably is going to happen.
Bro, is it like Tempur-Pedic or something? Is it like,
oh
my God.
Do you want to give them some free shout outs? It's called Brooklyn
Sure,
Bedding,
yeah.
I think, is the name of the company.
Bedding. Okay.
I've never used them. Yeah. Apparently DAP mods.
Are
and
they
some other
sending you
streamers.
stuff to test?
They're going to send me a mattress. Yeah. If it all works out. They're going to send me a mattress, so then it'll become the Brooklyn Bed Company camera of me sleeping on the mattress.
That's like
that I'll
a
put behind
freaking
me.
sports thing, man. Let's check out the replay from Ford Replay. How are we looking over there?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm giving it to him for free, though, so we got to stop talking about it. Lootbound, go buy it. It's good. You should
In
play
case you missed the action last night, here is a recap. At about 2:47 a.m., JP scratches his ass, and
There you
he
go.
scratches it good.
it. Yep. Thank you. We'll get that. That'll be a notification on the thing. I'll be coming to you soon.
There
Oh
you
wait,
go, yeah. There you
Zeke, when do you get back from Burning Man?
I get back. I will be back streaming.
You're gone two
Let me
weeks,
see
right?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be back streaming on the 8th of September.
Okay. All right. Would you rather me come to you before or after Burning Man for sub?
Go to him at
notifications?
Burning Man.
Or
You
at?
need to go. Yes.
I can follow you around with a mic.
Yes.
When is your thing
I think I'm starting on the 10th when War Dog launches.
of September? Okay.
Yeah. So you'll have 2 days.
Yeah. Hit me up. My brain is too full right now, so hit
Sounds
me up
good.
when I come back.
Sounds
Yep.
good.
My brain will be empty.
Okay. Yeah, short and sweet of it. Play Lootbound. It's good. I had a lot of fun with it and continue to play it. And it is getting patched a lot, and it's also cheap. Those are my quick bullet points. So
Awesome.
that's Lootbound. Zeke, you have the potato. What's the game you want to bring up that you played this past week?
Let's see. I wanna talk about. Let's see. Chop Inc. Anybody play that?
Chop Inc. No, I think that was
Chop Inc.
that was on a list of games that I could have chosen from for a sponsor, but I
Sure.
chose Cat Company or something like that. The Cat Mail Company
Okay.
game.
Cat
Anyways,
Company.
tell me about this.
Chop Inc. It's a builder game. It's a crafting sim first person game, but it's very approachable. If you've ever
I know what this
played
is. Yeah.
Breath Edge,
Yeah.
it's a little bit
Breath
like
Edge?
Breath Edge, but it's Breath Edge. Yeah, the space
Go
builder
on.
game.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you know Breath
Oh
Edge.
my
Yeah.
God, you
I
killed
love
that
Breath
duck.
Yeah, ducks are bad. It's a little bit like that, but it's got a good sense of humor. Is basically what I'm saying. It's very arcadey building wise. It's not too there's not a lot of trees and complex things. Everything you need is in your hand. It's an axe. You chop everything. And do you have to find different resources? Yes, but they also grow on trees. So there's wood trees, there's stone trees, there's metal trees, there's glass trees. That's how you get all of your stuff is you chop down and find different forms of trees. You don't have to find chunks of copper or anything like that. Everything grows on trees in this land. The basic
Great.
premise of the game is you got fired from this from this big conglomerate company and they fired you out of a cannon. They actually fired you from the place out of a cannon into like an island, like across the way from them. And you can see them. And the whole idea, you can see at the top of the screen there, it has F versus W. You want to get all the way from the Fernox is the name of the company that fired you. You want to get all of that away from them and put 100% on the W side, which is, I don't remember what that stands for, but it's your side, the good guy side, whatever. And to do that, you have to out perform them in the furniture business. So you you chop down trees and you make your industry, and they're like quests are plentiful. There's plenty of missions. So like you can do like menial side quests where it's like, build me a bench and I'll give you $100 or whatever. Like, okay, I'll do that. That's fairly quick. And then there's other missions that are like story-based missions. It's like you have to find or build or whatever a doorbell so you can make a door that is a teleporter to another land, blah, 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 blah. So like it's very, very progressive like that. Or the progression is very incremental like that. It's nice. It's also funny in parts. It doesn't take itself seriously at all. There's no food or water or hunger or thirst mechanic in it. There's just health, which it's not like super challenging to like. There's not a lot of enemies thus far in the game, and I'm in about 4.5 hours. So I haven't come across any real enemies. There are enemies in the game that can hurt you, but only if you like walk directly into them. Otherwise, you just chop them and take their meat. But yeah, it's a fun, funny exploration game that's really low impact. You don't have a lot of items that you have to keep track of, or a lot of skills that you have to keep track of. If you want to chop trees down faster with less blows, you upgrade your axe or you upgrade your strength. If you want to move faster, you upgrade your stamina or your speed or whatever. And basically the only weapon you have is an axe. The axe changes, but it's still just an axe for I would imagine the entire game. So yeah, no different tools, just better axes as you go. But yeah, it's really fun. It's built for people like me who don't like complex systems, but just want to have fun and
chopping shit down.
Laugh every once in a while. Yeah, chop shit down and have like one of the things, like your best friend in the game is a talking loot box.
Oh.
And he's the one. He's like, I used to be in a big MMO game, but I got shipped off over here, so I'm helping you now. And all I really want is you to fill me with gold. Fill me up. Fill me to the max. All I want is gold. So I'll help you if you help me, and yada yada yada. And he also hates ducks. Hates ducks. Hates them. Doesn't trust them. Thinks they're evil. And the more you kill him, I guess, the happier he is.
Okay, understandable. Yeah.
They don't really tell you why. Because I found ducks, and they don't really attack you or anything like that.
Yeah.
He just hates ducks.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's yet. Maybe they don't attack you yet. But as far as I know, it's not a super long game. I don't think it's not one of those builders that's like 100 hours or whatever. I'm not sure how long it is, but I think it's approachable in its content and how long the time investment it takes. And it's just mindless fun. I like it a lot.
Cool. Chop Chop Inc. What does that cost, by the way? Did you already say?
It is $12.99, and you can get a demo for free.
There you go. Loving these demos. Demos
the right
everywhere.
Cost for the demo.
Yeah. Talk to me about this diving spooky game that I've seen
Dive
you
or
play.
Die.
Yeah.
Dude,
I played a little bit of that.
Dive or Die.
Dive or Die is freaking awesome. I started my playthrough over 3 times in a row until I beat it. And I beat it with save scumming, to be clear. Because this game is basically Dave the Diver plus Darkest Dungeon.
Oh.
Yep.
That's what this game is. And as you get later on in the game, it becomes relatively brutal. Like, it is very easy to die. There are some mechanics later on that, if you don't know how they work, is basically a one-shot. You have an entire city you have to upgrade and staff and keep going as you go down and do your dives. There's tons of passive, tons of items, a huge area to explore, lots of ways to do it. And it is one of the bigger surprises I've played this year. I had a great time with it. Also, I would like to say, One of the only games based on Cthulhu that had a very satisfying ending. I finished this game and was like, I've legit never seen this take on Cthulhu before. I absolutely love this. It adds purpose where I felt there was none. And I was really just blown away by it. It was a really, really cool ending.
Oh,
and
I thought you were going to say, and I've started a new religion. We're worshiping the one true God.
No, I mean, if you guys are never going to play it, I could spoil it a little for you. But I mean, it's really, really cool. Like I definitely was like, oh shit, like, is this what they're doing?
I don't particularly mind. I don't know if a full blown spoiler is in.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
Okay.
All right. Let's not spoil it. But needless to say, I love Cthulhu games. I'm playing another one in 2 days called Sinking City 2. And most of the time I've just had to accept the fact that 95% of Cthulhu games ending are, oh shit, tentacles, screen goes black.
Oh.
Like that is literally 95% of Cthulhu endings. It's, oh look, there's the big demon guy. Game over.
Yeah.
Like, cause that's how Cthulhu games end, right? It's what's going to happen. Oh no, it's Cthulhu. Ah. So it's very, very rare that you get a Cthulhu game where it's like, oh shit,
it's actually
that's
a cat.
new. That's an ending. Like this made sense. This is weird and I like it. Like, so it was fun. It was very fun.
Okay. We're seeing town management stuff here. Let me skip to the game.
A lot of town management. And then this is the actual game. So you're going down in this really weird, just death and dead space like creatures all over the place. Weird creatures and animals and locations. A lot of horrifying imagery, especially as you get closer to the bottom of just like some real messed up people and stuff. But there's like I want to say 9 different biomes. Some of them have like major creatures you have to deal with. There's a whole ending process and thing that you do as well, which is really cool. But yeah, man, very, very fun game. I had a great time with it. It's very rare, especially when I have a lot of games, that I will restart a game 3 times in a row. But sure enough, this is one of them.
What was the save scum aspect of it? What were you trying to like RNG into?
So I was on my 3rd run, and the short of it is it is very easy to die in this game. Very easy. Like, as you run out of oxygen, you die. You run out of sanity, your character goes crazy. You run out of health, you're just dead, and that character is gone forever. So if you've been having a character for like 8 hours in your playthrough, and it's your main diver, and you've been leveling him up every time since then, and then he dies, like, you're just SOL. Like, you have to basically start from scratch. But the entire game is working on a day thing where every day a counter goes down, and if the counter gets to 0, the run is over. And you have to sacrifice people and resources to keep that going up. So
sacrifice people. That just sounds like life.
Thing, man.
That's life.
It's a whole it's a whole thing.
Oh my god, what is that creature?
Oh, that's an early game big enemy. That's the spider, the human spider thing, and this thing will literally chase you until you can get away from it, or it'll just grab you and bite your head off.
Does it have like really traumatic music play the second they pop on screen?
Oh, there's sound effects and music and all sorts of really horrifying things in this game. It is a very disturbing game for sure.
All right.
Not really jump scary, but
you can have this one.
Well,
Zeke.
there are at times. The first times you see a few enemies are definitely like, oh god, it's Subnautica-y. It feels Subnautica-y is a good way to say it. The first time you see like a big enemy in Subnautica, it feels the same way in this too.
There's no co-op component to it, right? Okay.
Single player only.
All right.
100% single player game.
Cool. What's this cost?
Oh, I think it was pretty well priced if I remember right. Let me pull up the actual price here. It is
$17.99.
If I remember right. Yep. Very under $20.
Okay.
And worth every penny.
And has a demo.
There you go. Dive or die.
It's a good one.
That seems cool. You said that there's multiple characters. So do you play one character and you have like others?
So you start with a guy named Joe Saltman, and every day at the lighthouse, a new person arrives and you can recruit them. And later you can send people out on expeditions and they can also bring back more people. As the game progresses, every single character that comes can be not only renamed, but has random perks and also a star rating. And the better the star rating means the better perks that they'll have available. I save scummed. So I used one of my first people throughout the entire time. And save scumming this game is essentially you alt F4 when you die, because then you pop back up at town. I know, dude.
Jeez.
This is later in the game.
Got you.
The best part is he just takes a little nibble and then he goes away. So at the beginning of the game, it one-shots you. But later in the game, like now, I have a reinforced suit on. I've got more life. I'm using a big diver. But one of the reasons this game is so hard is, right, if this diver dies, it doesn't matter how far in the game I am. I'm going to come down with a low-level diver who would then again get one-shot by the guy. So, yeah. And later enemies do a lot more damage. There's also events that can happen every day. So, like, one of the events is when the whole pool turns blood red and enemies do double damage. As much damage as if you deal enough damage, you get a permanent perk on the character. So, there's all sorts of weird, little, awkward, strange things that can happen in the game. But, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Again, strong.
How many hours did you take to beat it?
Oh, yeah. You know what? Total, it's a good question because it's going to factor in my restarts, too. But including my restarts, I took 17 hours.
Okay. Not bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. Yep.
$1 an hour.
Yeah. Not bad at all.
And worth every penny.
Okay. This game's going to be hard to talk about. There's so much going on in this next game that I played. And I get to start out the whole discussion with, it was originally an NFT game. And I mean that through and through. It was originally an NFT game. That's what they meant for it to be. And at some point they were like, oh, everyone hates NFTs. Maybe we shouldn't do this. So they dropped everything about NFTs and Web3 and all of that shit. It's all gone. And they renamed the game because it was such a bad situation. And they came out with the new name of the game, which is Pax Autocratica. I think I'm saying that right.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, which you might have heard of.
I have heard of that game. That
Yeah.
game
I mean, it's a good change. The original title was Dum Dum Money Sink.
No, the original title
That's a good
was Earth from Another Sun.
Okay.
Which I think also had a different like game framework to it. It involved crypto. I'm reading from an AI summary, but it says it initially involved crypto, NFT integrations, and expensive token or pass concepts. And now all NFT mechanics, crypto utility, and pay-to-win advantages have been entirely removed from the current build on Steam. So, yeah, that's all gone. And now, how would I even describe this game? Pax Autocratica is Mountain Blade with Rim World, with a little bit of Pal World, and a roguelite FPS. So it's kind of like all the games in one thing. Right here, this is the Mountain Blade aspect of it, because you go into these areas like you do in Mountain Blade for fighting, and it's basically a roguelite FPS in there. You're killing a bunch of monsters. Every X amount of monsters, a thing spawns. You get to choose a weapon buff, and then you fight more monsters, and then you choose a weapon buff, and then the map's over. And that's that aspect of the game. I think I'm leaving that fight so I can kind of show you the flow of how it works.
Oh, I'm very much listening. No, I was looking at my email because they reached
out to a lot of folk. Yeah,
they did. And they reached out to me. And unfortunately, I didn't see the email. I didn't reply. They were asking if I wanted to be in the game. But somebody in my chat today said they saw me in the game.
Oh, really?
And I did not reply to them. So now I'm like,
oh no.
Now I'm like, what's going on?
What do you mean? Are you
they
like
said
a
my
boss?
name was in the game. They said that they were running around the game and they saw Co.
Oh.
And I was like Co? And he was like, yeah.
But it wasn't
So,
Co Carnage. It was Co.
I don't know.
Okay.
So that's the thing. I don't know.
I haven't seen it yet.
Maybe I was looking through my emails like, did I reply to one of them? So I was like searching by the other name. I was like, did I reply to that one? Like, I don't know what.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Looks like a really cool thing I missed. Apparently they were making like ID cards and stuff. Did you do that?
ID cards? No, I didn't see that.
I don't know.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. This is the
awesome.
Mountain Blade aspect where there's a bigger map and you kind of travel to things on the map, and then you load into the map and it becomes the roguelike FPS, which you bring in party members for. There are mechs. I will also just slowly slide that in there. This is like fairly simple. You're basically just killing a shit ton of things. And there's really loud music happening and your guns are making a lot of loud noises, and it's just kill as many things as you can. And this is kind of how you get a bunch of currency. It's how you progress the overall structure of the game, which is slowly leading to like, oh, we found the boss's hive or whatever. And then you go and fight that. But it's a really, it took me a while to like understand what was happening because there's so much going on in it that outside of all of this combat and this world map, I'm trying to find where I go back to base.
Yeah, there's like a whole base building.
There's a base building thing. Yeah, and that's what this is. So you have like a home base, which you're managing a la RimWorld, different people that you can go and capture like Pow World. And when I say Pow World, I kind of only mean it looks like the capture in Pow World. When you throw a ball and it starts at 0 and then it slowly goes up in a circle all the way
Nintendo.
all the way to 100%. It's straight up Pow World. And you can capture any of the mobs from those FPS roguelike arenas that you're in, even the bosses. And then you can take those on future arena missions.
So
with
it is a PAL mechanic.
It is a PAL mechanic. Yeah. They also all come with plus or minuses and like multiple stats, as well as like likes and dislikes and moods and things like that. Because in your base, you can set them to go and like mine things, or set them to work in the production facility, or set them to, do a myriad of tasks, just like Pow World. But also like RimWorld as well, where they all kind of have, that thing
the roles
tied to it. Yeah. So there's like so much happening on what's going on in this game that it took me a long time to figure it out and like wrap my head around it. What's that?
Somebody just linked in my chat. This is a post from the Pax Autocratica things 3 days ago, and says they really used all the assets on Co, and they're looking at the Co Carnage character in their game with some very large breasts.
Well, is it just a RNG character?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Is that who I am every time?
Yeah, here's the character in question.
Oh my Lord.
Well, now if they just like straight up stole your, now I don't want to talk about the game anymore. If they're just stealing your image and likeness.
They didn't. As far as I know, it's my name. I don't see my logo or anything in there. Like,
okay.
I don't mind if they put my name in there as long.
I guess that's true.
I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, it'd be a completely different thing if they were using me to sell their product.
What are you talking about? That's his likeness, chat. That looks exactly like Co.
Is it?
Have you ever seen him stand up? No, you haven't. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I don't mind that kind of thing at all. It's 100% a different thing if they're using you to sell it. That's not what they're doing in this case.
Right. Yeah.
I've seen personally Co in a hot tub, and bro is caked up. Just so you know, he is actually caked up.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I'm not going to deny.
Well, that's all there is to it, right there. I have not seen you in game. I guess I'll keep an eye out. I was going to play more of this tomorrow, but now with Mortal Shell coming out, I might check it out. Yeah. It's kind of just like I would equate it to as it's a great like mindless game where you can just jump in. Eventually you get vehicles, you can drive tanks. It's funny because
they attack your base?
No, so
is your base like protected?
You send out an expedition. Your base is kind of just, as far as I know, never fucked with. It's always just your base, which you can build and upgrade and craft things from. And there's like 5 or 6 different giant tech trees to unlock stuff in. And upgrade stuff in. And then you send yourself and your team out on an expedition and slowly complete missions out in like the greater world. And the first world is, or the first galaxy, I don't know how they name it. is mostly like humanoids. The second one is like bug creatures, and then I don't know what the third one is. But on the actual webs or the Steam page for it, they show in the video a lot more of that stuff. So like, this is their promo video that they run with the giant mech dropping off and like
this is one I saw. Yeah,
fighting against giant bugs, and you're launching nukes and all this absolute craziness that is kind of just mindless fun. It's just like fun to jump into a map and shoot a bunch of things. I haven't seen any of the alien weapons yet, though. I want to play around with that.
Martin Mayhem is saying there are base defenses coming. It's on the roadmap. And then Colonel Bleep says, what? No, devs have said there are not planned base raids. So
okay. There is a roadmap out there.
We're going to go with maybe.
Yeah. There is a roadmap out there that they have.
That's what you get for reading chat, man.
That's true.
What it's my fault, dude.
Yeah.
My fault.
It does have a lot of stuff in there in terms of ways to fight, because it's not just like, hey, I'm going to spawn as a dude. It's like, I'm going to bring my tank on this mission, or I'm going to jump in my rocket propelled vehicle, or here's my mech. It's got a ton of stuff going on. I want to see how much further the game gets in terms of all the advancements and tech tree and all that, because I'm only, I think, 2 or 3 hours in, a very short amount of time. And now I guess I have a quest to find Ko, who's in the game apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah. We'll have to see if I can find him. But yeah, that is
the style of Metal Gear. You just have to look for the soldier that walks differently than the other soldiers.
Okay. All right. I'll keep an eye out.
The hips going up and down.
I'll keep an eye out.
Yes.
Yeah. Full disclosure though, the second I was like, oh, that game looks cool, chat immediately lit up with like, that game used to be an NFT game. That was a Web3 crypto game, and I'm like, oh.
that does kind of suck.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean that definitely means like at one point they really wanted to do it and then probably couldn't.
Yeah.
So they had to pivot, but that is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Zeke, I throw you the potato. Talk about a game.
Okay.
What do you got?
I played a really cool game, and if you're a fan of the series, you're gonna like this game. It's called Servant of the Lake.
Okay.
It's another Rusty Lake game. If you ever played any of those point and click puzzle games.
No.
I played a bit of it. I played 2.5 hours of it for Indie Day, and it's awesome. If you like those kind of like Rusty Lake has a bunch of games. I don't even know how many they have. 6, 7, 8, something like that. They've been making these point and click games, point and click puzzle games forever. And the reason I think they're so popular is because they have this kind of dark sense of humor. It's not too dark, but it's definitely like it has an eeriness to it, like everything you're doing. The gist of this game is you are a servant at the Vanderboom estate, and you have to basically survive until the big finale dinner on Sunday. And throughout the day, you go through cycles, day, afternoon, night, and each section of time has like 3 scenarios that you have to get through. Yeah, what? Who signs their name like that? That's crazy. You picked the exact right moment.
That was a very quick TTP.
Ignore that. Ignore that.
Yeah,
the TTP on this game is very
low, apparently.
Very low. Very low.
Very low.
But it's like like I said, there's a few things that people like about the Rusty Lake games. The general atmosphere of it is very eerie and a little subversive. The puzzles are very cleverly done. It's modular, meaning like if you look at the book right now, you'll see like you solve a module and then you go on to the next one. It's not like a point and click where you take shit all over the map and you have to use it in every situation that you come across, blah, blah, blah. It's like it has like an ending to everything. So once you complete it, you've done everything there is to do on that level, and then you go to the next module. or time of the day. So like the first thing you do is you get dropped off at this mansion, and you have to figure out how to pay the horseman who brought you there. And through a series of puzzles, you find a coin and you give it to him, and he lets you go. And then the next thing, it fades like that to title screen, preparing breakfast. So it fades to a title screen of the next section of the game, and then you do more puzzles throughout the mansion and stuff like that. And then it just progresses incrementally like that. Now, there is secret stuff in the game that is completely ancillary. You don't need it to complete the game. But one of them is if you poke, I swear to God, the very first scene, I'm going to spoil this one for you. So here's your weekly game tip from Zeke.
Okay.
If you end up playing this game, the very first scene, if you poke the horse in the eye enough, that's a secret, and you'll hear a little star up in the upper right corner where next to the gear in the book. There's a star it'll go bloop, and it'll tell you found the secret thing to do. And then you can look in your book to see how many you've discovered, and that one says pet the horse. And I was like, that wasn't petting anything. I was poking the horse in the eye. I was literally like bloop, 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 bloop. And you do that like 5 or 6 times, and you get the secret thing. So there's those things that are in the game.
Okay.
Every scene has a secret thing to do, but it's completely unnecessary and just for people who want to search for secret shit.
Do they give achievements?
Yes. Yeah,
right
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's for achievement hunters. But it's voice acted when needed. So if you poke on a character, they'll have a voice line. Like the maid is the one who, from the outset of the game, she helps you like clean up the floor, and then we'll make tea. So you figure out a way how to clean up the floor, and then you go back to her. She goes, okay, now it's tea time. Figure out how to make tea. So you go room to room, grab the teacup, find some numbers, open a box, get a key, take the key, get the teapot, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
But I think the thing that keeps people coming back is the eeriness, the art style, and the general, like, how can I put it? It's depressing, but in a fun way. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put that. It's like everybody talks really low. They're just like, oh yes, and then and make sure you feed my brother his porridge.
Yikes!
And then you make his porridge in front of him, and he looks at it and he goes, now feed me. And you take the spoon and put it in his mouth. Now dress me.
Oh,
that's like the game. It's great.
Yeah,
I really like it.
What is David Lynch? Is it that style? Does that make sense, or am I completely off base?
Yeah, I know exactly. I know what you're saying, and yes, it's more dull than that, but yes.
Okay.
Like the edges are more dull.
Okay, got it. Got it. Cool.
Macabre.
Yeah,
is a good word.
Chat was very quick to notify, at least my chat was, that our enemies over at the Dodge and Cox podcast. I actually forgot what the fuck is the actual name of their podcast.
The Geekenders.
The Geekenders, yeah. I just call it the Dodge and Cox podcast still. They are massive fans of this game. So, yeah.
It's really low. It's really low stress. It's very. I would say it's cozy. I hate that word, but I would say it's definitely a cozy game. There's no real like threats or anything, and the music is atmospheric, but it's not like it matches like an old mansion.
Cozy depression. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Melancholy is another word I would use besides depression wasn't the word. I was probably looking for melancholy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
Very good word.
Awesome. Servant of the Lake. What's that going for? What's that cost?
It is $6 on sale right now.
Price is right.
Yep.
Price is right. What else you been playing? What else you been checking out?
Below Rusted Gods. I played Below Rusted Gods on Zeke's recommendation.
Okay.
And and the devs stopped by. It was very cool to talk with them. Played the entire thing in one sitting.
Oh.
And that is a really fun little game. It's a, I was talking about this with the chat. I don't know what genre I would call this. This is a a new type of game we've been seeing more and more of lately. And what it is it's a game where you are in a small area with lots of tools and ways to do things outside of your area, but you rarely get to see what's going on, and you're constantly having to kind of baby the story along. So this game, Mole is another game I played. A game recently come out called Iron Nest is the same way. We've got Babadung coming out soon.
I'm sorry,
that
what?
one.
Oh yeah.
Babadung. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's
the
seriously a
other one.
hugely long name.
How do you spell that? How would you go about spelling it? Can you sound it out for me?
Babadung.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
That's how you
right.
spell it.
Got it.
So yeah, a PVKK. But it is another game like that is what was someone else that was just saying it in chat? Iron Lung. Yep, Iron Lung was very similar as well. Anything where you're like confined to a small area with lots of tools and panels and buttons and things to do. And this game, what was really fun is this was one of those games plus PT. So they basically they took
So I never
a
need
lot
to
of-
play this. Is what?
Oh,
that's
this
what I
game's
do.
Yeah, there are parts of this game that are very non-JP. JP unfriendly, we'll say.
Okay.
But
All right.
yeah, this is one of those games where
You
know,
know,
you're crouching over the control panel, you hear a dripping behind you,
Maybe you should
and
have
then you
led
turn
with that.
around
Let's just
and you
always
go
lead
down the
with that.
hall.
Let's just
There's
always
just
start
blood
with
dripping down the hall, off the ceiling. And you're like, oh, this is new. Like, oh, look, a tape. So it's that kind of situation. But it was really fun. It was engaging beginning to end. I liked the ending, which is also always great in games like this. And one thing I will say is this is a casualty of the releases, man. This is going to be one of those games.
Oh, it's going to be looked over.
Dude, it's a fun game. It's a great game. I mean, the devs were just in my chat being very candid. They're like, yeah, it went under most radars. We're all going back to our day jobs. Like, yeah. They were like that's it. Like we tried and we got to go and make ends meet. So it was this is a very, very cool game. And like I mentioned during the playthrough, in situations like this, if you watch something like this on YouTube, of course, if you buy the game, that's great, but no one's going to expect that of you. But if you do watch a game like this from a streamer on YouTube, it's a huge deal to go even just wishlist it, follow it. Following games on stream are actually a big deal. Steam is using more and more of that metric when they're also looking at wishlists to decide what to do with games. So following a game, wishlisting a game can really help support the devs. So this is a great opportunity. Like if you liked Below Rusted Gods, if you watched it on me or Zeke's channel, or when JP eventually will be forced to play it via his subathon, then I think that will be, something to do. And it's a great way to help support even if you don't have or want to give a penny. I'd love to see more from these devs. This was a very cool game.
Also, everything Co just said, I will echo. And I will also say, it's not called Below Rusted Games. It's called Below Rusted Gods. I had that wrong the entire time.
Go.
Oh, I immediately
screen.
was like, what did I say wrong?
Yeah.
No, that was
okay,
me.
Below Rusted. Okay.
That was me. Yeah, Below Rusted Gods. I wonder what comes up. when you-
It's how long did it take you, Co? Because it took me just under 3 hours.
Oh yeah, about that. I think it was like 2.5, 3 hours. And I definitely, I took my time. I walked around, explored. I definitely missed the first log thing. I don't know if you did, but I definitely missed that. But yeah, it was very cool. I was one decision off from the true ending. The dev let me know. I made a pretty major decision towards the end that was not the true ending. Whoops.
Okay.
But
Multiple
it was really cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's multiple endings. Mhm.
Yeah. Also,
it does.
in case you were curious, Below Rusted Games SEO auto defaults to Below Rusted Gods. Not
Great.
I can't say rusted twice in a row. I keep saying roasted for some reason. Go check out Below Roasted Ducks on the internet. It's available now. Jesus.
No, it's I think I talked about it last week.
Yeah, we
Probably
mentioned it.
Yeah. It's $8 on Steam. It's a short 3-hour experience, but it's good. It has multiple endings, so if you want to replay it, you can do that. And the mechanic that the game, I was trying to think of a game that it reminded me of, like the core mechanic where you're looking at the screen and talking to people, and they do stuff that you tell them to do. It was called Lifeline on your phone.
I remember that.
And it was the game where you would wait, like you could wait real time. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go over that ridge. Give me an hour, and then your phone would buzz in an hour and be like, okay, I'm at the ridge. So it's a little bit like that, but more streamlined, of course, because it doesn't take more than 3 hours.
All right. Last game I
Oh.
played this week. Did you find something out? Go.
No, I'm about to check something, but somebody just told me about a game I've never heard of, haven't even heard a mention of it, and they're like, yeah, it comes out September 10th. Okay, I'm gonna go look and see if this is. Swear to God, this is another good game.
What's the name of it?
What in the hell is that? The Crust? Automate a lunar base as you become the savior of humanity, exploring the future on the moon, Minecraft research and trade resources with Earth in this gripping narrative base builder?
You don't want none of that shit, Co.
Bro, this looks awesome.
You don't want none of that shit. You don't got time.
I know I don't have time for this shit. Oh, it's got like mining. It's got like Dungeon Keeper mining.
If you're playing the Crust and I'm missing out on a squad mate and War Dogs, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be livid.
Oh, it's even got like satisfactory like level. Oh, no.
No.
And it's 1.
Who linked that to him? I'm banning them from all 3 of our chats. I'm getting them out of here. Taking my
dude,
squad
this is
mates.
this looks cool. Okay, thank you for that. This has somehow gone completely under my radar, so I'll be wish listing this.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Last game I played this past week, I was sponsored for an NVIDIA thing, so not sponsored for this game. But this is Cat Mail Company. Hey, if you want to play a sorting game, which, Zeke, didn't you play that game where you like picked up all the things in the
did.
library?
The books, yep.
Yeah, this game might actually be for people like you. I played this for 2 hours, and 30 minutes in, I was like, I am so tired of sorting people's mail. This is awful. Like, I'm going to lose my brain here. And then 90 minutes in, I'm like, yes, I'll go get your package. 1 second. You said it was from, like, I was fully ingrained in the world of mail sorting. And this game does a pretty good job, kind of on the wrapped, I guess, in a nice, like, cats run the mail system. That's the bubble that it's in. It's got some charm to it. It's also got some cozy. I hate using that word like Zeke does, but I think that that's a good way to describe this game. Cats show up at the post office. They say, hey, I'm here to pick up a package, or hey, I need to ship this. And then you take said package and filter it into however you want to filter it into kind of the back room. Some would say that I had really bad systems, but those people would be assholes because my systems were flawless.
Perfect.
And do not need any sort of insult tied to them. But you do get some points knocked off when you send out a package that is going to the wrong place, or when they give you a package to ship, you have to like mark it with the correct stamp. You have to weigh it. You have to run it through an X-ray to see if it's a cold or a fragile or a heavy package, and you have to put all the correct stamps on it, or you'll get like knocked points, basically. But that's essentially what this game is just like sorting the game. Kind of like all those other, like that game I was joking with Zeke about where he went and picked up the library books. But this may be more structured, I suppose, is the best way to talk about it. But you can see right there, that's my score. And I didn't fuck up this time. Great. And then I move on to the next shift.
Because of your perfect sorting techniques, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No one got, I didn't tell people how I was sorting things. No one could figure it out how I was sorting things.
It was way too genius, right?
So
They weren't quite
I
up
like
there.
to think that I'm some sort of genius when it comes to my sorting methods, that
Clearly.
you can't really explain it to people. You can only experience it. And that's kind of what I got at. So,
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
yeah,
It
some
really
call me
does.
the
It really
sorting savant, really, in some circles.
Who calls you that?
People,
I want names.
Many great people.
you wouldn't know them. You wouldn't know these people.
Yeah, no, I'm honestly, I'm looking at your stacking techniques, and I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Well, the mind here, the mindset was so that I could always see the name, because the name is the first big giveaway on any package, right? Because you got to see who's picking
sure.
it up. But this one, they only give you the last name or the first name, and it's always like Zeke space M dot, right? And so you always have to be, oh yeah, you know, Marsup. They all have like cat names. I can't think of any funny cat names for Zeke right now. But it's like, oh yeah, my wife, blah blah blah, marsupials here. And so you have to go look for like so and so M dot, and it's the one with like the pink ribbons around it. So then you have to look for the specific one with pink ribbons around.
Is it kind of Papers, Pleasey, or is it just way more simplistic?
I guess in the sense that you're like going through a checklist on every item that you handle. Like right here, I'm applying the stamps to this thing, and then I'm weighing it. I'm saying that I'm supposed to put 4 stamps on here, so then I flip the thing around and put your 4 stamps on it, and then I should run it through the X-ray. Yep, let's see what Oh, nothing needed. That's good to go. I'm ready to ship that. Yeah, so it's that type of checklist game. But it was for a 2-hour stream. It was super easy for me. Once I got into the groove of things, and I could see why these games would take over someone's life. Because if you're really into this shit, it's just a nonstop checklist of things.
Dopamine hits.
Yeah, of just dopamine hits. But yeah, that's Cat Milko. It's very, very cheap. I don't think it's more than $10. Let me open up the Steam page. It's $14.99. It's got 3,000 reviews, very positive, 91% positive on Steam. I have no idea how long it is or how much content there is, but I think that's a 1.0 launch, and it has some like bundles. So they do that thing on Steam, which a lot of indies do, where if you own one game, you get like a small discount on this game type deal. They have a bunch of those. Yeah, the different bundle stuff. So it's cool. That's Cat Milko. That's all I've got for the past week. Zeke, what else do you got?
Well, if you want to get into that kind of game, I played a little bit of ReStory.
Yeah, that was one of the bundles.
Dude.
I've heard good stuff about
this.
This
game is one of the top-selling games TinyBuild has ever had. And they're a very prolific publisher. Yeah, they said it sold like 1 million copies in the first couple days.
Wow.
Like it's kicking ass, I heard.
Yeah, ReStory Chill Electronics Repairs. And it's exactly what it says in the title. Do you like nostalgic 2000 era like electronics like Tamagotchis, PSPs, Game Boys, Ataris? Like Atari was actually licensed in this. So like
oh really?
The Atari account came
awesome.
into my channel when I was playing it, and they were like I was cleaning out a fucking joystick, and they were like, "Hey, that's us." And I was like, "Holy shit, Atari's here."
They're like, "Hey, that's us." And you're like, "Hey, that's you."
In the game. Yeah, that's our stuff. I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." But yeah, so Atari actually has licensed stuff in this game, which is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's another chill ass, like, take your time, clean some games or clean some electronic stuff. Take them apart with your hands and your screwdriver and stuff, and then get a better screwdriver to do it, and then get a better brush to clean it with, and then make more money, and then pay rent. And I don't know how to explain it any more than that. The music is super chill. It's just a vibe, man. It's a very zen, like, it gave me the same kind of feeling that fucking library organizing game did.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, I have a task in front of me, and I will do that task. And you can look on the computer if you want more tasks. If you want to build up, more money, there's people like asking, like right there in your emails, right there. And you can choose the ones you want. The repair ones are like, they take more time. So I was just going through the clean ones, because cleaning, all you have to do is take it apart piece by piece. When a piece needs cleaning, clean it up, put it aside. Take the next part off, clean it up, put it aside. And then you put it back together and you put it on your counter and it gets sold. And it's super chill. And it's got the very satisfying gameplay loop, because they up your the things you have to repair. Like, you buy service licenses. So you are a licensed repair person for the PMP. That's what it is. The PSP is the PMP.
Nice.
So you can actually service pimps.
Oh.
Yeah. And if you need a part from something, you can either look up the part itself or you can get a broken thing from the internet and they'll send it to you. So if you need like a screen for a Wokia phone or whatever they call it in the game, you can either get the screen from the parts picker or you can buy a broken one. It's like the battery's broken. Well, I don't need the battery. I can just use the screen.
Yeah.
So you can take that apart and you have a parts box right to the left underneath the computer screen where it keeps all your spare parts for all the shit you bought, all the junk you bought that you've disassembled and taken piece by piece. Pokia, that's what it is. Not Wokia, Pokia. My bad.
Okay, you did say, I thought I heard that wrong. All right. Yeah. I was like, that's a choice.
Pokia. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, they have to, do approximation names like the Sunni PMP.
Nice.
Shit like that. But yeah, I didn't get too far in it. I think I played it for, a little under 2 hours. But like you get the gist right away and you understand like the progression of it and you look at the price of stuff. Like you have like long-term goals, like, oh, long-term goal. I really want like an automatic screwdriver because the screwing in the game, like it's not hard, but it's definitely time consuming. Like unscrewing and
I
screwing.
hate when the screwing's not hard, but it's time consuming,
Yeah, me too. And since Katie's the handyman in the house, she hates it. She hates it when the screwing is time consuming. Anyways.
Go your comments.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Cozy game, get it. It's fun. It's a great. I hate okay. Give me a better term than time waster, because I hate using that word, but that's what the first thing that comes to my mind.
I like to say wheel spinner because you're not wasting time. You're spinning your wheels, and I spin my wheels to have fun all the time. Right? You're just getting little dopamine hits. One more map is spinning your wheels.
Yeah.
Just don't really have any goals. You're just spinning your wheels, having fun.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's not an idler. I don't like idler is a category.
Idler's different. Idler you don't need to interact with, which is a specific thing. This is not an idler. But no, I mean I too do not like the term time waster because if the game is good, you're not wasting your time. You're having a good time. You're enjoying yourself. You're not wasting
Exactly.
So that's I agree with you. I call them wheel spinners.
Time spender maybe could work.
Time spender, dopamine farmer.
Dopamine farm is another good way to say it. Yeah, dopamine farmer.
Yeah.
Just lots of little cool successes that means you don't need that big one at the end. Like a lot of games, you chase that big. I'm going to kill the boss. I'm going to beat the game. Like you want that big dope. You don't do that in these types of games. You just you just repair that next device and you're happy. It's fine. That's all you need.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. So
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
It is weird to think that a game like this is one of their top sellers ever.
That is, but also not that surprising in a lot of ways for me, at least.
I agree. No, I think it's got a real nice trifecta. It's a good price. Yeah. It's super nostalgic and it's very well designed and implemented. So it's just a fun game for a great audience. It has a great nostalgia pull with it. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of people that just are going to hear a device they had as a kid and then want to buy that game because it's in it.
Because they want to,
Tamagotchi? Really? Like, I'll do that. Sure. Like, that sounds fun. I haven't heard that in 10 years, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And again, the price is right. So.
Yeah. Speaking of prices, it's $17.99 on sale right now.
Yep. $120. I remember that too.
Yeah. Oh my God. I just realized that this will be the third week in a row where I'm not going to talk about Dragonsword Awakening. The gacha game that had all the gacha elements removed.
Oh.
And I finished it. I beat it. It's over.
My number was completely off by a 0, by the way. It was 100,000 copies, not 1 million they sold.
Oh.
And they have since sold over 300,000 copies. And the reason I thought they sold 1 million is because they actually said they made 1 million in revenue on the first day.
Oh,
really cool.
Okay.
That was what they said. And then they later said they made 3 million in revenue.
Well, congrats to them.
Which is great. Yeah, big congrats to them, man.
Yeah, that's great.
Still amazing. Absolutely. For an indie game, I mean, that's hitting the lottery, man. That's fantastic. That should hopefully fund whatever else they want to do.
It was funny. I pulled up a footage of, I can never remember this fucking game's name, even though I finished it and beaten it over 35 hours now. Dragonsword Awakening's the gacha game that's no longer gacha. And this is the first image that I pull up. Are these two little fucking children?
You're not selling it.
No, but that's a playable character.
Or you are,
right
I
there.
guess.
I guess to the right people, yeah. It's a gotcha game that has no gotcha because they were fucked over by their publishers at the last second, and they were like, we're going to salvage this, and we're going to remove all the gotcha elements of the game and still release it. And it's doing well. I don't know how many copies they've sold, but I know it's been on the top like 15 list or top 20 list for a while on Steam. I played a handful of it on stream, but I finished it with how many hours played? 32 hours. I finished the main story. It's got a bunch of post-game stuff. I want to say they've sold like 300,000 or 400,000 copies. They did a big Discord community meeting the other day. Hound 13.
300,000 or 400,000 copies?
Yeah. It was a very big success for them
Nice,
to turn the game around, being dicked over by the publishers. But yeah, have you seen Genshin? Have you ever wanted to play Genshin, but you're fearful of playing Genshin because of how like MTX and blah, 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 predatory, et cetera, money spender it is? Well, this game is $30 on Steam, and all of that stuff was taken out of it. And the combat's really fun. It's like it's combo based and like linking based. Ton of different characters that you can unlock through in-game means. You just go and like farm that currency. It is literally Genshin in all of its elements with no way to spend money. Also, that's not the title of the game. Sorry.
Awesome.
That's not ReStory. This is.
Wait, I didn't get into the late game. Holy shit. Does it get different? Does ReStory get like weird?
Apparently, and I don't know anything about this, Dragonsword is a already existing IP in Korea, maybe? And so this is like their first step into the US market, I think. So they're a smaller studio. How is the campaign story of the game? It's, if you've played any JRPG or any like anime focused story, it's that. They have their like power up moments, and they have their like moments where you're talking to a literal child, JRPG shit. Which, they're all kind of they all fit that mold, that category. I mostly played it 99% of the way, played it just because the combat was fun and number go up, and
Best way to do it.
character progression go up. And so I liked that aspect of it. But yeah, it's an interesting game to see where like gotcha games have this service or have this life after gotcha, as it were. And we're seeing like Square repurposing their titles that were like mobile titles. They did that with I'm blanking on the fucking RPG. Octopath Zero. They're doing that with Final Fantasy Resonance later this year, I think is when that is. So I hope more companies do that and get away from the gotcha style stuff. But as Co stated, I think when we first mentioned this a while back, 2 or 3 episodes ago, the money they would make in a gotcha style service compared to a $30 purchase is like night and day.
I was going to say, I really like seeing games like this succeed.
Yeah.
Because hopefully it makes people go, okay, we can still make a great amount of money and not necessarily have to try to sell gambling to kids.
Right.
We can do that. Great.
But it's fun to have that option there, though, right?
The gambling option to kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, Co, is it fun to have that there?
It's a blast.
It's nice to have that open. That door
It's
open.
good to leave that door
door
open. Yeah, just in case you want to corrupt the children. Maybe
What a
get them
great
addicted early.
What a
I like having
great
that
way
option.
to end this week's show. It's just a perfect. I can't think of a better way to top it off.
Does Co hate gambling? Oh, I don't mind gambling at all. I don't even mind. I don't care about gotcha games. I just don't like how they're clearly designed to elicit kids to play them. And it's like an introduction to gambling. Like it really is. It's like my first gambling is gotcha games for many kids.
Yeah.
So that's the part I don't like. Adults gambling, I have zero issues with
cares?
that. do what you want with your life. But
Dude,
kids
I
are different.
remember, I remember as a kid playing the NES game Vegas Dreams.
It
And was my
explains so
first
much.
It was my first taste of like slot machines and roulette and blackjack and gambling and poker and all this kind of stuff. I don't even know if poker's in it, but I remember playing that. And one of my first NES like big memories was like, there's a mechanic in the game where it's like you go broke, but there's a screen that says you're down to your last coin. Put it in the machine and see what happens.
Wow.
And I was like, fuck, because I'd been playing for like an hour, and I'm like, oh man, I put my coin in the machine, and I hit like triple bar all the way across, and it was like $10,000, something like that. I was like, oh my god, the pop off I had as a kid. I was just like, fucking there you go.
That explains so much. See,
I was gonna say,
it does.
You've been legit wrestling with gambling your whole life, and that's
All my life.
That's real interesting to hear. Yeah,
yeah,
Yep.
that's the
that's like a
origin right
core
there.
memory
for
for you
sure
is
is.
winning
Yeah.
on your last penny because of that game.
Yeah,
If you put it all
Yep.
in, there's still a chance.
Yep.
true.
If you
That's
have
like-
one more dollar,
No, stop.
you're still
saying-
in the
no.
game.
God damn.
that's correct. That is the truest thing we've ever
And not
said
only do you
in
have the
almost
possibility of winning all
1,000
that you
episodes
lost,
of
but
this show.
you can leave with more money than you came in with. I
Always
don't know
just
if you knew that about gambling.
you're just one spin away.
Hold your hands over your kids' ears, please. Do not let them hear this. If they are anywhere near the show, just
One spin away.
oh my god.
I have a pitch, I guess, to both of you. Would you two like to do a normal show next week, or would you like to all play War Dogs together?
Next week,
Yeah, for the closed beta.
I'm down for some War Dogs.
I'll play some War Dogs. I thought that was September 10th. Wait, so
That's when the full launch. Next week is another 3-day period.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Not only that, let's announce to the show. Come play War Dogs with us.
Okay.
Let's see if we can
Do I
pick a
have to-
server, and like we'll all pick a
Have to
side and stuff.
apply, or can I? Am I?
You just buy the game. Just buy the game on
You gotta
Steam.
buy it.
Okay. Okay.
It's a closed early beta.
Yeah.
But no, dude, that'd be great. Let's try to bring in some DF people. We can all jump on a side, or they can try to shoot us against us.
Yeah.
Whatever. That'll be just as fun.
Oh yeah, and we can
Yeah.
stream it. We can stream all of it. So we'll stream it next week.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to play games offline next week or do a show? Let's all play games offline together.
Yeah.
That'd be fun too.
I'm probably
it
going
sounds
to be like 72 hours into a bender, so I'm fully addicted to that shit. It's made the every game after it just me thinking like, man, I wish I was playing War Dogs.
It is really good, man. I mean, there was like a solid 15 minutes in there where it was like an action movie. Like,
Yeah.
it was great. Like
Yeah.
everyone I was talking to was in it. I'm sure you had many of the same situations.
Yep.
And it's cool. It's
Yeah. So we'll,
surprisingly immersive.
as long as they don't have server issues, there is a very large chance that the game is so popular next
Oh,
weekend.
is it a server slam? Have they been public about that?
I don't think it's a server slam, but being that I think you can buy in and they've had 1 million wish lists, they only had
That's a good point.
15,000 people on the game during the closed beta. So this, or the alpha, or whatever the fuck they called it. Next weekend is just buy and you're in. They could have some. They could have some,
Especially
struggle.
with the PR it's been getting over the last couple weeks.
Yeah,
Oh, that might be a little bumpy. Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll play next week.
yeah. We'll let you
see.
guys know.
Let's see.
So,
Yeah.
hold. So I just bought it. That guarantees me a spot then.
Yeah,
Well, no, we're
Okay.
all guaranteed a spot. The issue is that the servers are going to be able to handle all of our spots.
No,
There's
yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'm just wondering,
If you
like,
bought
'cause
it, you're
you
in.
said something about a date. Like, do I have to buy it after a certain date, but before a certain date? Okay, so I bought it. We're good. Okay, cool.
cool.
Ready to go.
we're good.
Let's do
Ready
some
to go
shout
next
outs
Saturday.
and
Next
we'll
Sunday,
wrap
Tuesday.
it up. Yeah, I'll be playing Saturday too if you want to play. Let me know.
Yeah,
Zeke,
okay.
do some shout outs. What do you got going on?
All right, I guess I'll go first. What up, everybody? Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you to Co and JP for being my co-host every week. My name is Ezekiel the Third. You can find me at or / Ezekiel_III on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, and Ezekiel the Third, all spelled out, on Instagram and TikTok and Blue Sky. If you want to know what's coming up for me, sorry, tickle in the back of my throat. What's coming up for me tomorrow? I take Mondays off. But on Tuesday, I'm going to be jumping back. The if-then winner for this month has chosen a gem of a game, if I may say so. Blade on PS1. I will be playing that on Tuesday
Oh,
Nice.
for their choice. Vincent Vincent won the if then, and that's the choice that we're going to be playing. So, Blade on the PS1 from the year 2000, I think. So that's what's coming up on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll be finishing up Knights of the Old Republic 2. And then Thursday, we go big walking again. So that's what's coming up for me. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Does Wesley Snipes do the actual voice work in that game?
I do not know.
I'm going to Google that while Co's talking here. Co, do some shout outs while I Google.
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name's Co. As always, a big thanks to JP and Zeke. If you have not met me before, it's nice to meet you. Hello. I'm going to be playing a lot of games this week. We're going to be starting with Mortal Shell 2 tomorrow. May get some more Sandustry in there as well. We've been having a cozy EverQuest Legends guild that's now past 600 members. That's been going and a lot of fun. So if you want to play that, we'll probably be on that this evening. But yeah, we're going to be playing Sinking City 2, Mortal Shell, and then it begins. Next week, it begins. So I hope to see you there. We're going to be having a whole bunch of different games for a whole long time starting tomorrow. And hold on.
Yep. Get your wallets ready. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Yes. Mortal Shell 2 is advanced access tomorrow.
Yes.
So I just found out about this. Apparently, if it comes out on the 20th, but if you buy it, you can play it at 9 a.m. ET tomorrow, I think.
Yep.
So we'll probably do a little bit of Sandustry and then go right into that.
Cool. We need to do real quick, last second, and we could do this offline, but I'll just do it here. Zeke, when do you leave? Are you gone next week and the 30th?
I leave Wednesday to the 26th.
Okay, so you're here next week, and then you'll be gone the 30th. Got it.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. I will be
Yes,
gone.
I will be out of the show on the 30th and the 6th.
Okay, I will not be here the 6th. There will be no show on the 6th at all. Unless, Co, you want to put a show together. Zeke and...
Gotta play War Dogs. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Zeke and I will not be here on the 6th. We'll do something the 30th. Next week on the 23rd, we're going to do War Dogs. So we'll have a little bit of a stint of no DF over the next couple of weeks. Just pay attention to us on Twitter, and then we'll get right into it come September. At least on the 13th, we'll be in the thick of it because of how many games are going to be out. So that's what we got going on. Thanks, everyone, so much for watching. We'll see you guys soon, a.k.a. next week for more War Dogs with us, the three of us. We're going to get Zeke to like the game, I promise. It's going to happen.
Oh, I'm already planning on being like the Uber.
Great. Or not so great, depending on who rides with you. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. We're out. Have a good weekend, everyone. Bye. Thanks for watching.